Can't zoom in far enough.
Nice. Sorry.
Nice.
All right, where we last left off is after leaving the destroyed fort that you guys destroyed mostly yourselves.
Not our fault.
Yes, to clear out the vampire menace that was in the fort, you guys decided that the fort didn't need to exist anymore. You guys were on your way to visit a forgotten temple or whatever the words that they said to be. On your way, you just encountered a Ruscula that you decided to battle for a magic item that turned out to be a magic book.
Fuck you,
After spending
I just wanted to ignore it.
some time, you guys were able to get to the lake with the overhang cliff and the tree on top of the trip that was said to you.
Yes.
You got it.
We ended at the lake.
Yep.
End of that lake. And that's where we pick up with you.
Giant fuck off tree.
Yeah, as the evening draws, as you see a giant tree sitting there on top, like overlooking about 50 feet. 50 feet to the top of the cliff, 50 feet, more like 75 feet on the top of the cliff where the tree's at.
We're supposed to go under it, right?
They were said under the tree, yes, it was at.
He says becoming night,
It is becoming night, it's evening.
so probably would be wise for us to
Make camp.
make camp.
We're supposed to harvest at night, though.
Yeah, it's the only time it'll bloom and we can.
We also, though, don't know what we're looking for exactly. We just know under the tree.
They did give you.
And quite
They
honestly,
gave you you had to hit a knot that was underneath the tree to get to it. They gave you clear directions to.
and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with y'all. After having to flirt with crazy bitch back there, I'm a little tired myself. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you don't want to keep going though, we can. And I'm gonna pull out another cigar.
Okay, what was that though?
I was gonna ask, being the mountain man and being very well traveled, have I ever seen a tree this big? Even would I have seen anything close to this size?
Make a history check. Now the tree actually isn't as big as what I'm saying. That there's a cliff that's about 75 feet tall, and the tree's on top of the cliff. So the tree is large, but it's not like a redwood size. If you were thinking.
She's 7.
Just 7.
Just 7.
And
Probably.
well, okay. If it was a nature check, would it be any better? That'd probably be more of the details. I should have gone with that. to start off with.
Yeah, nature probably. No, nature no.
7.
Yeah, it's still 7.
So 7. I mean, you've seen trees.
I didn't know.
nothing unusual stands out about this one. Okay.
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 So I pull out the cigar, light it.
Yes.
I should. Yeah, this would be one of the 3 I have left because I
Yes.
had one
Yeah.
on the way. So let me roll.
Yeah. How many did you spot?
One.
Should just be one. So
I've
D4.
only thrown one in
Yeah,
every
D4.
time because.
Because you put it out and put it back, didn't you?
No.
No,
I
no.
smoked all the way through the one.
Yeah, I smoked all the way through the 1. So I would have only had 3 left. So I'm pulling out of that 3. So I rolled 2.
2. You're good.
Okay. We got 2 left.
Good shot.
No, the next combat counter. I think I'm gonna smoke a cigar.
But at this point, you
I'll
actually,
also. Anyone else?
Val, at this point, you actually start hearing the clopping of hoofs approaching you.
Approaching?
Yes.
Are we out in like a field?
Kind of like a field. Like you guys, it's like a cleared area that's around the lake. You hear them coming from the trees.
We got company. I draw my sword.
I get the fuck away from her.
you
I am not there with
Graham, you
Graham.
give Boden the eye, and you like, as you guys start drawing up battle lines, you're like, you know what? I'm going to stand on the opposite end of the battle line.
I also eyeball him. I don't directly try to look intimidating, but just keep an eye on him in case something similar happens again.
Okay, then after a while, approaching, is anyone holding any actions or anything?
Yeah, I'm drawn. While I'm staring at him,
I'm keeping my hands
when
on.
I seen him draw his, I drew mine to get ready, but I'm backing off because I'm not trying to get my ass kicked. Handed
Okay.
right off the
Alright.
bat.
I will. Can I see them approaching?
I say, after a while, they start. You see a horse and a figure on the horse come out of the woods. It is a familiar figure, a familiar female elven figure.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'll hold up my hand. Hey, it's good, guys. We're good.
Approaches. You recognize Starlight, the
Starlight Starlight. First elf you saw.
What would happen if you and the? Can you still repeat it?
Yeah, Starlight, the daughter of Shaman
I have no
Moonlight.
idea.
The Shaman.
I'm just saying that it would get this the idea.
And
Like,
that's Travis, everyone.
maybe
Yeah.
you should try to reproduce with an elf.
With the familiar.
I think an elf is probably one of his best chances.
I'm just saying
What are
that'd
we
be
gonna
a cool
call that? An
job.
elf pyre?
So, this elven figure approaches you. And,
Looks part of the Romans.
and you see that she's carrying something that's wrapped in deer hide.
Is it a deer?
No.
Who
No.
did it?
It's the
Not the
object.
most brilliant.
The
person.
object is about 6 feet in length.
Okay.
Big baby.
Could only be Boden's. He did sleep with some of the elves.
Funky damn it.
Oh, child
Um,
support.
She says,
Don't-
I need to give this to the hairy one.
Of course.
My father's had visions
I
since
just-
he left,
He knows
and this is for you. It's damaged, but she hands it to you. It's still wrapped in
Okay. How long is it?
about 6 feet in length.
Okay. Set one end of it on the ground and start unwrapping it.
Unwrapping it, what comes out is a sword. All right, goes. That came with us from our ancestors. It is damaged, so it's not as powerful as it used to be.
Okay.
It's a great sword, so obviously by the 6 feet, yes, it's a great sword. You see on it that there are 3 gems located on the hilt. All of them blue, but 2 of them are cracked.
Having the worst sense of deja vu right now.
This looks like it's magical.
You can make an Arcana check if you want to.
I mean, I can already figure out kind of what I'm thinking. It's.
I'm still staring at you because you just got a big sword.
Now I have 2.
It's a 6.
6. Kind of hard to tell, but it's cleaned and it's glinting in the fallen stone.
I'll unwrap it completely and hold it up.
Hold up.
Does this have about the same weight as my other one?
It's about lighter, surprisingly. There's the blade has a bit of a rainbowish sheen to it.
What's the blade itself look like?
The blade-
Shape-wise.
Shape-wise, it's a very generic length. Great sword. It's tapered. It's a point that tapers at the end. Double bladed on each side. But you see when you grab the handle, a little tiny shield pops out of the bottom of the shield, out of the hilt.
Protect your
It's
knuckles.
extremely small. Extremely small.
Well, I think that's magical. I'll swing it at a tree.
Not by
Are we near trees?
You can approach a tree if you want, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll perform the tree test.
Okay, make an attack roll on a tree.
Hey, Val. 18.
18. Okay, you hit.
Boden
Well,
have
I rolled an
an
18.
You rolled an 18. You definitely hit. A tree has like an AC of like
I'm sensitive pattern.
12, I think.
Deforestation.
I mean, 2d6.
He was.
No, when I finally was 2
Time for a
sixes.
rock.
2 sixes.
So-
Okay.
Shouldn't
So-
be trees he's angry at.
I need you, since you made an attack roll.
Rocks I can see.
Well, you're not attuned to it yet. So it just cuts through it. It cuts through it cleanly, pretty much. Like it doesn't cut all the way through, but you go like halfway through. It's just a clean thing, and you pull it out, and the blade's not nicked or anything like that.
Tell your chief I said thank you.
Yeah. If you die, and he looks there, let's make sure that gets back to her tribe.
Will do.
Look at.
But I will take your thanks,
I'm gonna be honest.
and he believes that will help you in your travels.
I'm the
I can
honest.
take a look at that?
Starlight.
I won't steal it, I promise.
If he dies,
I'm not here,
all
so I
Maybe
mean,
later.
I'm not gonna go anywhere.
Well,
Maybe later.
All right.
Well, if that's the case, hopefully it'll find its way home.
yeah, keep that face. Yeah. Just gonna
And she goes,
canter off.
then I must be going home before it gets dark again. Good luck. And then she just starts taking off.
Well, you lost your chance.
With the part of the hide that it was wrapped in,
Mhm.
I'm gonna take that sword and cut strips of it.
Okay.
And make a sling for it, so I can put it around my back.
Sure, we're going to do a tinker's check for that. It's going to be pretty much a straight dexterity roll for you.
Hey,
I'll help you out.
You can do dexterity or intelligence.
I was gonna say,
Hey, Boden, let the mountain man help you.
hey, you need some help there.
Sure.
So
I'm gonna go to the tree. I'm gonna start looking.
I want to make sure, but I'm pretty sure
you're going to go to the tree of the one that's all the way up there. Okay, it's going to be.
Tinker's.
You have to make your way up quite a
Yes, I
hill
am.
to get to the
Want some
tree
help?
from where you guys are at.
And I'm maxed out dexterity.
So
I will
imagine
let you
the
roll
tree's
for
like up
yourself.
here
I'm gonna make
on
a
top
roll.
of a
Okay.
cliff that kind of comes over here to the top of the lake, and you guys came down here during the base, like at the lake. So you have to kind of make your way around to
So
the tree.
he's helping me out. Well, I'm just gonna look at the guys and go,
Okay.
you guys start making camp, I guess.
We're
I'll be
both
back
gonna
in a
roll.
few
You're both gonna
minutes.
roll, okay.
'Cause it's pretty much open field, right?
It's pretty much open field.
Dome, dome, dome,
But-
dome.
And
Just kidding. Not yet.
Dirty
Climb a
20.
tree.
Dirty 20.
6.
6.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so
I rolled a 3.
easily enough, you do cut strips. And
Do I have to stop him because he's
Okay.
like really butchering it?
no, you catch the strips just fine. He gives you exactly what you need, and you're going to working on this sort of hilt holster situation. And then as you're finishing up, looking, oh, this is great. You look over, you just see a tangled mess of butchered hide, just like a rubber bandage ball that bone is kind of like, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work out for you as you have like this nice little system that you've designed for it.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm gonna pick up the remaining strips and add them to my hide pack. 'Cause
Okay.
they may come in useful. later.
Okay, I need you to roll a percentile die for me.
Oh
with
god.
that.
This is, if you're saying rubber band, this thing could explode as soon as I pick it up.
It's high. as
26.
That's about as much functional hide as left in that ball.
Then I'll
Damn,
just,
Boden.
Okay,
I will
He tried.
I will take
I
it
fucked
away
it up.
from the camp. It's already dried, right?
yes, it's already dried.
Okay, then it won't stink if we leave it. So I'll just put
It's
it
already been
somewhere.
tanned and dried and whatnot.
I
It was
will
just
put it somewhere.
So if you want to add a defender greatsword to your, it is damaged though. So what it does is after you attune to it, this one's a +1. When you make your first attack, you can either add that +1 to your attack rolls and damage rolls, or to your armor class.
So when I hit something,
When you make an attack, you get to choose if you want to put that into your attack bonuses or to your AC.
oh, just +1.
Just plus one at the moment, yeah.
Always having high SACs.
So do you get that every time you attack?
Every time he makes his first attack on his turn, he can decide if he wants an extra +1 to his AC or an extra +1
For
to
that
That lasts
For that turn-
until
for that
his
turn-
next
next
turn
turn.
starts.
And then you can choose to switch it.
Cool.
That's not bad.
So normally a full-grown one, you get it's a +3. You can mix and match it however you want.
It's
That's
a
cool.
legendary weapon.
It is a legendary weapon, but this is a damaged one. I don't have a damaged one in there, so you'll just have to remember it's a +3 at the moment.
Or we can build it for you later. Because I can't really attune to it and have all my stats in here correct.
Yeah,
You
have
can,
to
you just gotta
modify
make
it.
sure if you roll a dice on here, you just gotta take it +1, not +3.
Yeah.
Or take 2 off of your roll,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it says.
That'd be the easiest.
Yeah, we'll have to build it for you later.
We can do that.
But if you go ahead and add it to your inventory now, so at least you have it.
Because I'm gonna go in and I think I need to build bullet counts. I need to build pistol, shotgun, and rifle bullets
Yeah, I
as
can't.
consumable items.
Yeah, I cannot
I've
figure
been
out how to do
keeping
it.
I've been keeping tallies.
And
I know.
I've been trying to figure out how to do like actual modified weapons to what I want it to be, but I am having trouble getting that too. So.
Let's get in there and just
All right,
act
so
like I know what I'm looking at.
but there's that. You have that hide. You have your sword. You start making your way up to the tree.
I'll start making my way up to the tree. And I'm gonna guess about halfway through it finally gets nightfall.
Yeah, about halfway up until about nightfall.
Because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm gonna be thinking I wanna get up there faster. And faster.
Okay.
And faster. And faster.
Okay.
And I'm going to become
You're
my bat form.
Bat form, yeah. Watch him kind of run and then just switch and polymorphs into
Oh.
a bat.
Fuck!
As he goes, starts flying his
You
way
saw
up.
that?
I flinch and I almost shoot at
You
the
see that
bat.
too?
I saw that. That's
Please tell me he's screeching like a bat too.
Yeah.
Sam.
You hear like an echo,
You're
the
sharpshooter.
twittering of echolocation
yeah.
as you get up to the tree. You see him turn back into
Right.
his normal human
Huh?
Don't
form.
have to with a dog.
It smells like a normal cigar.
You got a bunch of weird motherfuckers here, huh?
And I
Everyone's still here.
I start like eyeballing his cigar to make sure it's not the poison one, and like I'm not breathing in the smoke or something. Like,
Yeah, make a
everyone's
perception
still
check
here.
for me.
More tired than I thought I was. Holy cow.
Who's the closest one to me?
You were standing at the other end. You're probably next to John.
Oh, I was like, do y'all do this
9.
one a lot?
9? You have no idea. Could be.
It
I
could
think
be.
this is the first time this happened.
Y'all deal with this stuff a lot? I'll take that answer. That's good enough.
Some of us more than others.
So now I'm up there.
You're up there, yes.
I'm gonna start looking around.
Start looking around. From what you remember, they said something about pressing the knot of a tree. So make a perception check trying to find a knot.
Push it. Don't pump it.
Push it to the limit.
10.
Put your dick in the knot.
Okay. I'd say it takes you a while, but kind of wanting the Whomping Willow style from Harry Potter. You do see
I knew that was.
you do see one. It doesn't hit you, but you do see like a knot near the base of the tree. And up here, you notice that it's very the tree roots are overlapping and everywhere up here. You can almost not step on one. It's so covered up there.
Okay. But I'm pretty confident this is probably the one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start heading back to the group.
Okay.
I'm actually before I do that. I'm gonna step out and look over the lake. And
Okay.
try to see if
Are you going to do the
anything-
thing where you kind of just walk over and just look down?
No,
you
no,
walk
I'm-
down
I'm-
to the edge.
I'm
just
up
walk.
on the edge.
Hey, you can-
Style.
Okay, looking over. See. Okay, make a perception check as you're looking out.
I see that.
Oh, much better. 25.
25. Looking out, you see a rather large lake. You see, you see fish swimming in the water, and underneath it, you actually see a little tiny glow underneath the water that seems to be dimming as the sun is setting. That is the only thing that stands out to you.
Like the glow is dimming.
Like the glow is dimming, yes.
So they said that at night the flower falls asleep enough to where it doesn't burn.
Mm-hmm.
Temple's out of water. There you go. And then I'll start making my way back to the party.
Okay, make your way back to the party.
Where's Princess Ruda?
Not as quickly.
Not as quickly, so you normally just kind of climb your way down to the party.
Getting some Lake Hylia vibes here.
So how do you think that we start attacking this flower at night? It's gonna wake up and make it turn the sun upstairs.
What?
I guess while he's doing
Thinking
that,
out loud, I'm like,
I want to see if I can catch a. Is there
They're
fish
talking
in this
about-
lake?
Yeah, you
There are
said
fish
that.
That I could actually read without having to dive in.
flower
Maybe
thing
like
that
some
we
just
gotta-
smaller fish.
Like you
in
see
the
like
lake.
minnows,
Right.
and
And
maybe
it's asleep. That's how
perch or
we can
something
get
swimming
off
up
of
around
it.
the
See if I can try and catch
If we
it.
start attacking it,
Okay,
it
Something to
wakes
eat.
up.
Okay, make an
Looks
athletics
like
check
it's
to
becoming
try
a
to.
Because I don't have any
Yeah,
fish.
I was
Technically,
thinking-
technically it's contested athletic check, so let's do this.
Oh, that's
Fish.
pretty interesting.
That would be my guess.
But see, I was thinking that because I used
18.
Total of 18?
Yep.
Okay. I rolled a natural 18.
That's what mine is. And then I have a +0.
Oh, okay. You see one, you grab and you feel your hands go around it, and you feel this wiggle out of your hands.
Damn.
As you're trying to go around it.
What kind of check was that?
Can I just
Athletics.
laugh at him?
You can if you
I'm
want. Yeah.
hungry. You want to come over here and help?
See the fish?
I used to be a fisherman.
No, that's a fisherman over there.
Alright.
Let's
I
catch
live
us some
in-
food.
I live in the mountains. I fish plenty, but that's the professional over there.
I could use my spear technically.
You could.
You would
But
improve
what
your
if-
chances.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else on
Because
me.
I could try and stab a fish with my sword.
You could attempt to do that too if you want.
Wouldn't help you.
Ow!
Yeah.
Did I do that?
I think I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll disadvantage if you want.
Yep.
I guess I'll give it a go.
Okay, you can make an attack roll. This is a standard attack roll on the fish.
It at least comes out to a 10.
20.
Natural 20. Okay. Alright.
Blast.
So I guess you go ahead and roll damage if you want. You get damage is
26 plus.
26.
So-
is it? Yeah,
so
with this.
it's
sphere.
right over
That
here.
scene in,
your sorry.
I think it's the second Mummy movie. When Brendan
Little
figures out
Here
fishes.
is
Maybe
So-
1d3
Gets
plus
fed up by
1d6
fishes.
plus
Just starts
3.
shooting the fish.
So since you got a crit on it, you can roll that 1d6 twice, or you could roll it once and double that.
roll it, see what you get.
There's not two kinds of things in the
That
water.
one is 60
If it's above a 3, you double it.
Well, I'm better with
You double it.
Double it.
12
I was
12.
above
12
Yeah.
plus 3.
plus 3.
Well, plus 3. So
Yep.
that's.
Are you sure you want to eat this?
And then what was your attack roll?
10?
10. Okay. You do hit, and you do pull it out, but it's like this little tiny perch kind of thing. Like, doesn't look like it's gonna be much of a meal. Now, so Grim,
Do I lose
And
my
you-
spear?
in your experience, you're used to going after like those big old Japanese fish we talk about and stuff. So you're sitting there looking at these tiny American fish, and you just give it your all, and you hit it, and the fish just explodes in the water.
That's what it looks like. I tried.
Okay. Can I see any bigger fish within about 30 feet from me?
30
I've
feet
seen
from you?
enough.
You can make a perception check at disadvantage as you're trying to peer through the
Yes,
water.
She's trying to shoot one from above.
I've seen enough. I'm gonna walk off into the woods.
Okay.
It's a natural one. I didn't see shit.
I'm just gonna
No.
sit down by the lake. And
All right, you walk into the woods, John. What would you like to do?
First thing I'd like to do is I want to see if I can find bear tracks anywhere.
Bear tracks.
Specifically bear tracks.
Okay, you can make
I see what
a
you're
survival check.
He misses his hood.
I very much do miss my hat. So
I'm just gonna sit there and look at the fishies.
Well, I guess what little fish I have left, I'm trying to make a fire.
18.
18. Looking around, let's see, you are in Kansas.
Good luck.
Right, Toto.
I'd
Could be
say,
blackberry.
yeah, you'd find tracks for a smaller black bear.
Recent or
You're looking at probably a couple of days, unfortunately.
that's fine. I'm gonna start taking some materials out of my pack and setting up some snares.
Okay, go ahead and make probably a tinker's check for you as you're setting up. Are you trying to? Are you going to try to hide them thoroughly?
Thoroughly from animals.
From animals,
But
okay.
people.
We'll just
Yeah.
stick with the tinker's check then.
It's an 18.
18. You feel fairly confident in the trap that you set up. All right, and you want to start a fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna set up a couple. So,
So,
I can prestidigitate a fire.
You can press. Yeah, I say you don't have any
Fresh
issue
meat.
starting a fire. You build up sticks and you use your spell to start it.
I set up a couple.
Yeah, no,
So that
that
way,
covers it up. I'd say
yeah.
you probably got like it spends you an hour, but you get 3 or 4 snares up.
Alright, and then I'm gonna head back and I'll wait till it gets real dark, and then when we come back here tonight, I'll check them.
Okay.
So we maybe have some fresh
And
meat.
I guess with what little fish I have, try and make a small meal for myself for a snack.
All right, try to make a fire roasted fish. Go ahead, just make a survival check. Cause
Oh, I knew it.
so so you
The hell
stick.
out of it.
But I have a +5.
Okay, so like fair enough. It's not a I don't do failures though. So, but it wasn't exactly a very easy DC. So you get these bits and pieces of fish on the stick and you put it over, and you're not 100% sure how long to cook it until it's done. And you do know if you cook it too long, it's going to be burnt. So what you do is you cook it, after about 4 minutes, you said, that's enough.
Oh shit.
And you pull it and you take a bite, and it's pretty much just raw fish. You bite
Oh
into.
no! Oh
So
no!
glad I'm
Bard,
not
can I ask you a question? How are you not dead yet?
Lots of bad decisions.
Obviously.
I'm immune to a lot of things now.
Over the course of this campaign, he's gonna gain immunities just for shits and giggles.
It's okay. It's okay. My backup character is even better.
He's now immune to fish.
Okay. So you have that. You guys have a kind of a base camp set up. What are you guys wanting to do now?
Wait for him to return, I guess.
Okay, John comes back after an hour.
Not him.
Him.
Val.
He already came back.
Oh. I
He
thought-
just watched the
I thought we were saying
exploding
waiting for him to
fish.
come
I mean, I didn't know how long it would
Welcome
take.
back,
Well, he flew up and he walked down. It took him maybe like 10 minutes overall
Oh.
to do that.
All right.
So we sat here watching you guys fish longer than
Yeah, like
Hey,
yeah.
you know, Val, you're kind of batty. Got him.
I mean,
I'm still set in traps.
I'm not crazy.
You turned into a bat.
I just watched him fail to cook it.
Wait, what?
Catching cook a fish, I'll just let it go.
I was sitting back, like, yeah. You bet.
Well, is there anything in the IMC's rules against shooting each other? My God, I don't think I'm gonna laugh at his jokes.
You can't shoot him in cold blood.
Shoot
What
him.
about
Was
more?
I not shot enough on the train?
Shoot him in the
Shot.
foot.
Which means
It's not an IMC rule.
He'd have
It's
passed.
an everyday man rule.
Not met some people I met.
If you aim for the foot, it's fine.
I'm gonna take his advice. You don't need a big.
I
I
don't
say-
follow
I say-
that Chinese advice.
Valentine, with the logic that you have heard about mountain men, you do know that
At
most
this
mountain
time
men live
period,
by their own
yes.
set of
Yes, I
rules.
probably am racist.
Yeah.
Look at these
We
three
take
four
it.
of us in this room.
I don't have as many problems with anybody here, but them jokes, they're gonna get to me.
I'm a man of honor, but even that has its limits.
Gentlemen,
Are we?
You're about to get shot.
How about I just take the dick off? That call it good?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah.
then it'll be gentlemen and gentlewomen.
There we go. I think I could hit it. It may be small, but I think I can
I
hit
don't
it.
think you're that good of a name.
No balls.
I probably have to help you.
Roll for penis.
Roll it.
Valentine, make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Uh-oh. You're about to see if you can shoot his penis off.
But the bite-
Okay, you take 2 points of psychic damage.
Yes.
As
We're starting
just-
off strong.
As you can feel your vein twitching in your head as this conversation goes on.
Brain cells
So,
are dying.
did you find anything up there?
Found the damn knot. We can get in anytime we want.
Did you lick it?
Why didn't you yell that from up there?
Because you all pansy asses were saying you wanted to make base camp.
He was the one saying he wanted to make base camp. We were all
It's
fine
true,
with
it was only me.
I just explode fish.
Yeah, you should have seen it.
Well, you heard it.
That fish screamed.
Like there was a geyser of water that shot out of there. Like, and like a bigger fish that looked like it would have been good eaten went flying because of the explosion and landed further in the lake.
Would you not have been, like, attracted to that, though? All that blood in the air?
You take a
Fish
human
blood,
blood,
not
not
human
fish blood.
I don't
No,
I don't know the rules here,
Yeah, the
man.
fish blood didn't cause any instances.
That's no fish.
Stop being racist.
Yeah.
Whose girlfriend's here?
You said you smelled fish. Whose girlfriend's here?
Oh.
Nice. Morning, ladies.
Well, technically, the elf did leave.
Okay. Well, you know what? I've had...
Bathe in the river don't work so well.
I'll tell you what. I've had just the worst fish ever. So now I kind of need to walk it off. So let's just go. If you found it, let's just go. I'll go with you.
Before we do anything, does anybody needs to take a break? At all?
Short rest?
Yeah.
I guess we could have been short rest.
You guys could have been short rests.
I believe I did on the way here.
You did on the way here.
did.
Everyone else could have a short rest while you guys were
Fishing and
fishing and kind of goofing off.
I actually think a short rest wouldn't do
That
anything.
wouldn't
I
be
could
for
use a
me.
short rest.
Okay, short rest.
Yeah, for
I only
me it
have
will
a
do
long
nothing.
rest
So I guess
for,
if they're short resting, I'll just
Short rest will help you because you can gain hit points on short rest.
Okay, hit, you
Just
can't
gonna
hit
use
your go to your. Okay, see that little campfire thing up there? Hit that.
Anything that requires
Yeah,
short
yeah,
rest. Last
Okay,
battle.
so you can
Except for
choose
maybe your
how many
actions.
dice you want to roll.
I know I
You
used
get
mine.
up to your level, and that's how much you can heal.
Yeah.
I
think they're really-
Oh.
Roll. I think. Will this one roll for you if you do it?
I have no idea.
it can.
I
I
tried to look
don't know
short
what
rest
he's
in my
got.
long-
If he's using
my
the actual
long
webpage,
rest.
it will. It's the app, it may
The
not.
question is, are y'all hurting?
So-
Are you guys hurting pretty bad?
Hell no.
I want as much as I can.
He's
This
hurting.
motherfucker.
He's hurting pretty bad.
Okay, then
I'm
I'll do
down.
I'll do a song of rest then.
Yes.
So you guys get an
Yes.
extra D6.
That would be helpful.
Okay.
I'm fit,
So
I'm fit as a
how
hair.
many die do you want to use for this?
Mhm.
I'm fit as a hair.
Oh,
That's
I'm
the full
I'm only,
six,
I'm
if I
only
need
down
it.
1
Yeah.
HP and I don't even remember how.
I'm not down.
Then take short rest.
I'm doing just
You
fine.
have
I'm
completed.
just making sure that
Did
any
your
abilities
HP
that I've
change
got
at all?
can
No.
revamp.
No. Okay. So
Uh-huh.
go ahead and roll
Nice.
76s and keep
You did that,
keep
not
track
me.
of the count of them.
Gotcha.
2.
6.
7.
Oh, I didn't know you were. The rifles are required.
16. You're at 20 now.
I think you
I
did.
definitely
Oh, I'm
way
pretty
past
sure I
it.
did,
That's-
just didn't do it in
I'm
the
at 41. I'm
app.
at 31. I'm at max is 45.
So yeah. You rolled 5 die.
5.
So you rolled 5 dice.
So you did 4 plus the Song of Rest one, so you'll have 2 long dice. So that was what, 20 hit points?
Yeah.
Okay, and you actually get to add your Constitution modifier to that too. So
For each dice you roll.
for each hit die you roll, so you're way at you're max health now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say you have 3 hit die left for this
Oh.
because of that.
Short rest. Automatically. So while they're resting up, I'm gonna go through and use ammo,
Okay,
rearrange it on my pouch, and kind of rearrange, make my counts. And
topped off. All right.
how many rifle bullets do you think I have left? Because I don't remember exactly how many you told me I had.
11?
You had about 20. It was a pack of 20.
Okay, so I fired 4 shots at Orisha.
There
I
you go.
fired probably 5 or 6 the foot. So I probably have about 10 left.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Plus the fire bullet you get 18.
Mhm.
I'm not smart, Travis. It's 9.
Guess what they're resting. You short rested?
No,
Yeah.
I'm chill with you.
Does the Constitution multiplier come with the D6?
You get it.
I believe so.
I believe you do. Yeah.
Check it up for me. Song of Rest.
Song of Rest does
It's
it
gonna
get
be a D6 plus your con mod, right?
No.
just a D6?
Each these creatures regains an extra 1d6. So
Okay, so just a 1d6.
this goes up when I hit like
So I got
my next
30.
one's at like 9th level when it goes up.
I got
so
30
D8.
hit points. 30.
And when you long rest,
What kind of
you
panties
get
you
half of your back. So like if you have 3 right now, if you long rest, you'll get another 3 back. So
Sorry, I
you
watched
get
Fresh
$12
Arrow
back
last
if you long
night.
rest. Unless you use the other 3 for something. So you guys have short rested. You guys decide to go up. It's about walking up does take you longer. It takes you about 20-25 minutes to walk up.
Show
But
off.
I'm gonna make sure to tie my horse off. So
your
we're
horse is
safe.
tied off. Does everyone decide to tie off their horses?
Yes.
Okay.
It'd be the
Yeah.
smart thing to do.
You guys all tie off your horses.
I follow the lead.
You make your way up to the tree. So you're standing at the tree, looking at it.
Who would want eyeball the tree?
You eyeball the tree. Make a perception
For
check.
abnormal movement.
It's as soon as he starts looking up, I'm.
Because I've got a problem with tree people.
Okay.
Look, it was like,
You're pressing the
chop it
button.
down.
I'm standing right behind you.
I'm gonna look at him. I was like, why don't you try chopping the tree down?
22.
So you're looking around for abnormal. You gaze at the top of the tree, and then you look down, and then wow, as soon as you hit the knot on the tree, all the roots start folding their way out.
I'm backing up. Hey, backing up.
and revealing a a wooden staircase going down under the tree.
Oh, hell.
And you see a faint blue glow coming out from
It's
the
dark.
staircase.
Okay.
No, it's a blue glow.
No,
Under
is
the-
it
I'm
dark
going
out?
down.
It's dark out, yeah.
Well, it has to be night.
They have night
I know. I just
I'm
wanted to
going
make
down.
sure.
Okay, you go down.
Not even waiting for anyone.
Okay.
I won't go until he's in front of me.
I'm gonna rack my mind on all
I'm
this
Yep.
stuff going back. Again, it's been first we
Mhm.
talked about this. What are we supposed to exactly do? We can only cut off
He said at most 2.
at most 2 leaves,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to use the scissors slash tongs that are inside the box
Mm-hmm.
that is currently in Boden's possession.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No.
my possession.
Your possession.
I didn't get that.
No, you got
Say-
something else.
I do not have the mendo. Did you say that there was anything guarding the plank?
He said that his people weren't allowed inside, so he did not
They've
say
forsaken
anything.
the old ways.
They've forsaken the old ways, so you have no knowledge about what is inside of the.
Okay. Alright, that's fine. As soon
He's
as,
already down there.
I'm gonna turn around, and he's right past me. I'm gonna be guys like, as soon as we get down there, we need to find any symbols and just read them.
Well, there goes Malcolm.
Wait, what?
As you see Malcolm like walking down the
Malcolm,
staircase.
stop!
Huh?
Do a barrel roll.
Do a flip!
I guess if I turn around while walking,
Does he trip?
yeah.
So are you
Going
as you're going
downstairs.
down the stairs?
Yeah, because I mean, he says something, I'm obviously gonna like.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Develop in a very distinctive
That will-
walking order. He seems to go first. He has to go.
You do not trip. You have this sense of balance as you keep going down and you're walking. You kind of put your hand on support, and you feel earth underneath your hand. It's almost like it was carved out, and you can still feel like tree roots as you're going down.
Okay. What's up?
You're entering a temple that nobody's entered in years,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not part of the tribe.
You should probably run.
Well, none of us are.
Correct. Do you
Do
think
not
that the
touch the
person
golden
who
statue.
normally looks out for these things should probably go first?
Nope. Going in.
At this point,
Email his
okay. At this point,
from here.
Which
Malcolm, I need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ah, shit.
It's unfortunately my personality.
This is an Uranus thing all over again, getting smashed into the ceiling.
Yeah, but he was actually trying to disable a trap that time.
25.
25. Okay.
And a walk down the way.
Well, you don't have evasion, so you still take damage. But as you are saying, like, do you think the person who looks out for stuff should go first? Nope. You feel like a twang against your leg as you put tripwire, as you take 3 half to 1 points of piercing damage as a dart shoots out of the wall and grazes like your jugular, just like right there.
Dang it, Valentine, if you hadn't made him stop walking, maybe his momentum.
That bed's butthole punctured now.
Hey, you know what? You can go first.
He says you can go first. They see just a little stream of blood start running down his
I'm gonna
neck.
hold the arm. I'm like, no, you made your choice. You're going first.
You made your bed, I'll see today.
How much psychic damage do I take now?
You were able to resist the effects of this one.
Again.
I'm just gonna walk down the stairs and push him out of the way and just keep going.
Okay.
Well,
I will
did-
keep an eye out for
they-
traps.
Travis,
as I
go ahead and
walk.
make an investigation
I
check.
will-
dart
help
that
you
came
out.
at me.
I will
Are you
be
gonna give him
behind-
advantage, or are you guys doing it?
I'll do it separately.
Let me
Okay.
ask, the dart that came at me,
What is it? Investigation.
Investigation.
did I feel like it came from a pressure plate or just from...
No, he said this.
The twang.
It was a tripwire, okay. About how high? Ankle?
Right.
About ankle height, yeah.
12.
Investigation.
I'm gonna take up the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast
Yeah, I'm already
levitate.
behind
Okay.
him,
24.
24.
so I keep my eyes
So,
on
Okay.
I'll be right in front
Can't
of
go
So-
forward. You can only go up and down with levitate.
2 fighters in the back.
So both of you are keeping an eye out
Oh
for
yeah,
traps.
you're right.
Oh yeah,
But
only
you
go
can
up and
pull.
down,
But
yeah.
you can pull me.
I'm pulling it because I'm watching out for traps.
I'm just gonna hold on to you.
You know,
Each
fuck
enemy
it, I'll
is
push
not
him in front of me.
contraption.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So you keep an eye out for traps.
A Malcolm
and
shield.
okay,
I'm not really pushing you in front of me.
I know.
Aww,
I was gonna say
that.
come on.
So you're keeping an eye out for traps. Bone, you don't see anything, but right before you take a step on the last step, Val stops you as you see another tripwire. This one about waist high.
Take a look at it.
It looks like it's something similar to the one that Malcolm has already triggered.
I'm gonna try to disable it.
Okay, go ahead and make a thieves tools check.
Can I
I will
just
step
shove
back.
him?
It's expertise and that, so it's double proficiency.
I'm still kind of butthurt from what he did to
No,
me earlier.
If you
It's a dexterity. It's a dexterity check, so it's your.
Or is it a dexterity check?
So, well, a tinker's check, yeah,
That's
it's
how your character really feels.
because you're proficient in thieves tools,
I
right?
didn't know how
Use
it
your
worked.
dexterity modifier
I'm
for
an
it.
expert.
It is complicated.
So you
learning how to
dexterity
actually
plus
do in-game what your
6
character
because
will
of
do.
your proficiency bonus.
I don't know if I built my character to hold grudges like that.
11,
16 plus 22
Did my character
I have a
hold
plus
grudges?
4.
plus
21.
4.
Okay, so 20.
21.
Oh my.
Okay. So
But
what
I
you-
haven't fully got my dexterity up yet.
so what you're looking is you see that it's spring.
Because I do.
It's a spring.
I love it.
Spring system where it looks like you relax the tension on the string, or when it would snap, it would cause the spring to shoot in to release the dart. So what you do is you're able to unhook
There you go.
the string, and you see that there is a loose root through the ceiling, and you just tighten it up in the corner so it's completely out of your way, disarming the trap. Or it's still
You're
armed,
lucky.
but the trigger is moved to where none of your party will set it off.
Even if we come rushing out.
Even if you come rushing out.
Okay. That would be my next thought is, if we come running out, I ain't gonna be having that happen because
Yeah, the way you have it is like, imagine there's like this tunnel up here, you have it so it's like triggered, like somebody would have to deliberately hit this corner to trigger it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So we could trigger you guys on our way out.
When they
I
were
would
telling us
really
about this,
suggest you be in front of me when I leave. Good.
and they said
I was already
they
going
were-
to shove him into the
they
I think
wire.
we
were
learned that from
forbidden
Mr.
from coming in here because
Barrage
they
of
had forsaken the old ways.
Arrows or whatever.
Did they say that they forbade themselves, or that another group forbade?
Oh no, I'm
They
still
never
kind of
clarified.
butthurt from when he almost killed me. I was gonna,
so
if he
the
didn't
next-
disable it in time, I was gonna shove him into the wire.
The next bit of this is me looking around for anything, symbols, engravings, text in either the Elvish language or something that I don't understand. Because
Okay.
I'm assuming this is all.
So you get down to the floor, and what
I
you
hope
see
it's
now
Elvish.
is this blue glow that was coming up is from moss that's growing in and mixed in with the roots and the grasses that are came from the thing. You do see writing on the
Well,
wall. Yes, on the wall ahead, because it comes to wall, and it's a hallway that splits into two. It's a hallway that splits into two. And you see writing with an arrow one way, writing with an arrow the other way. Now, you look at it, it's a language you don't recognize, but you do recognize some of the symbols. They seem familiar to you.
Do I recognize
Do any of
it?
us recognize?
Fuck.
Similar to what happened in mine. Yeah. Okay. So I would
Let
recognize
me
some of the
decipher as
symbols too, but-
much of it as I can.
So it's like random letters. You recognize like an A here and an L
Like
there.
words, just letters.
Just letters that you recognize, yeah.
I speak Common, Goblin, and Orc. Does any of that help?
Common, Dwarvish,
Well-
and Elvish.
Common Draconic.
So you realize that the letters you're recognizing are Elvish letters.
Okay.
But it looks like they're all the same series of the same language.
Does it look like the language from the Elvish camp? Like they had some like
So,
writing on like their tents
you
that I
reckon-
didn't
you
recognize,
recognize-
but I knew
It
was
looks
like an
similar to
Elvish.
that, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm just gonna keep that to myself.
does it
I wanna let everyone
look,
else
does it
flounder.
look like? Because I do read Elvish. Does it look like it's all in the style of Elvish?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if it looked like maybe
What it
was
looks like,
mixed.
okay, if you guys were looking at this, anyone who wants to make either a history check or just a arcana check.
I was kind of curious if maybe this was like a
Anyone who
mixture.
can speak Elvish.
what about
Speak and read
that?
Elvish.
I think I only know
Sprechen Sie Elvish?
2 languages. Definitely
Plus
not
0
gonna
either
help
way.
us.
So come
Yeah.
on,
Same
something
here.
nice. Common what? Common. Nope.
Yeah.
The only thing you can glean is maybe it's a very, very, very old form of Elvish.
Okay.
So like Sylphin or something.
I'm still gonna keep that for myself. I'm enjoying watching them flounder.
I would like to keep an eye out for movement.
Okay, perception check.
So, thinking about this, we went straight down, right?
Went straight down.
So I know that the flower, I saw it. Is it in the center of the lake, or is it towards the
It's
lake?
in the center of the lake.
And these are going. Is it one going towards the center, or is one going?
They're both splitting
Just-
almost even this way. You guys went down far enough that you think that you could be at the base of the lake at the moment, but it went this way.
I want to flip a coin.
Hey Google, flip a coin.
Heads is left.
It landed on tails.
Okay. I said we go right.
Why?
I flipped the coin.
Is there any rubble?
Okay, so you're keeping an eye out. Nothing seems to stand out.
No,
to you.
Barney Rubble's not in this campaign.
Is there just any
What
like
about that moss?
good sized rocks?
No,
Damn.
What about that moss?
Nerdy.
though?
I mean,
it's mostly
he,
dirt.
he thinks that nobody's been down here for ages, but is there any indication that nobody's been? Is there any tracks or anything?
You could make a survival check.
Yeah. That's what I'd like to see.
This moss. Does it look
An
familiar
8.
to me?
Make a nature check. 8,
No, wait. 8 plus 5, 13.
13. It actually, from what you can see, it doesn't look like anything besides maybe rats and rodents have lived in here, moved anything around.
Any
Being-
particular direction?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still saying we should just go right. Right-handed. The coin said right. Makes sense.
Does anybody have
Okay.
any reason why
No.
we shouldn't go right?
I'm gonna go over there and look left.
Look left.
Is there anything down the hallway?
You look and you see it looks like the hallway turns to the right at one point.
If I look right, does it turn to the left?
If you look right, you see a door.
Doorway goes right.
Question.
Mhm.
The moss and stuff in here, is it putting out enough light for dim light, basically?
Yeah.
Now, is it all the way down through all the tunnels?
Yes.
It's just consistently growing.
Consistently growing.
Okay, because I was about to throw a torch on there. Just to light something up.
Yeah, it's like this faint blue glow through the whole.
We
How
all,
close is
just to
I'll
clarify,
take a look down the right side. How close is that door? Pretty
just to
close.
clarify, we all have like a form
About
of
30
dark
feet
vision,
from you guys?
correct?
I don't.
You,
You don't?
I don't think everyone has dark vision.
Who doesn't?
I
As a
don't
dragon?
think-
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dragonborn don't.
Dragonborn don't.
For some reason I thought you orcs did.
For some reason, I thought
For the
you
first
did.
half of the campaign, we all thought I did.
Okay, that's why.
The door itself. I'm gonna walk up towards it. Keep an eye out for traps as
Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm going to go ahead and roll a new investigation check
New
since you're in a
investigation.
different area, kind of area.
Investigation.
Mm.
16.
Looks clear.
I'm gonna start making my way to the door
Mhm.
and look at the door. Is it? Of course, it's wooden, most likely.
It is wooden, and it looks like it's
It's not. It's actually right.
starting to rot. Like it looks like it's been down here long enough that it's starting to decay and
Is
fall
there any
apart.
holes in it?
There are not holes. It's splintered though, and it looks like part of it might be kind of swollen from water in here too.
Okay. Can you just use a spell and open it?
Blow the door off the hinges.
Yeah, door it. The spell it open the door.
Is it got a handle, or is it just kind of like a push almost to push me open type of way?
There.
It has a handle and lock on it.
No,
Oh,
you can't open doors with press.
So you open it up. It doesn't seem to have been locked, and you give it a good shove, and the door opens. And you look in there, and what you see is old rotten
magical effects. You
buckets,
can't open anything.
and you see like rotting
That's a
towels
different one, I
in
thought.
here. Then you see like a giant pool of water in the middle of it. That looks like it's a little pool. It looks like it goes in a circle. It looks like there's steps down into it.
So the door's open now?
The door is open, yeah.
Okay. You said there's a nice, clear body of water?
It appears to be clear, yeah.
Like I could see, I mean, to the depth of my vision, I can see into it.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 4 feet in depth. It's not that deep, with steps going down all the way to the bottom of it.
Someone watch my back.
Oh god, here you go.
I'm just gonna touch the water.
Touch the water.
Touch the water.
It ripples across.
Okay. Do I think that this would be safe drinking water?
If somebody has a proficiency in religion, they can make a religion check if they would like.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I don't think I'm proficient in religion.
I'm half proficient in everything.
You could go ahead and do that then.
Make a religion check.
Since you have the Jack of all trades.
17.
17?
That's a 4.
A 4. You have no clue. Well, you know, in some religions, to enter the holy site, they actually have to do a cleansing ritual a lot of the time, which involves usually full body bathing. So you're thinking that this may be one of this area where they come down here, do a cleansing ritual before they enter the main facility.
Okay. Well, after almost getting my neck pierced, we should probably cleanse ourselves in here before we enter the temple, which is the... I know we have the body of water here, but there's no exit in this room other than...
From what you've seen, there's no exit.
So we can assume that the other way is where we need to go for the rest of the temple, I guess. So yeah, I would say we need to cleanse ourselves before entering the temple further in this body of water.
I'm gonna look at Val.
You maybe not so much. I don't know how that's gonna work. I get foot in. I guess if we're not blessing the water, he should be fine.
Bless it.
But I hear a priest.
Yeah, nothing happens when you put your foot in the
So
water.
I will cleanse myself in the water.
Okay.
I'll dip a bucket in and dump it over my head.
Okay, yeah, you do that. You do. Okay,
Ladle.
Do I feel any different other than wet?
No.
Obviously.
No, you guys do not feel any different once in it.
I was expecting you to say, yeah, you feel wet, dumbass. I mean, come on. If you'd have passed that up. Well, again, I guess if we're not, there's nowhere to go from
There's
here.
nothing else in this room.
There's look like old wooden rod benches that maybe people have sat on to dry off or whatever.
Deep this goes? Does it just seem to go on and on like
Four
through to the
to
legs?
six.
About 4 to 6 feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not really.
I probably missed
He
it.
said it like twice.
I probably. Well, he was reading through my spells and. Yeah. Gonna start heading back then.
Okay, so
Our way.
you cleaned, you ladled yourself.
That's not
Okay, does
so
anyone
good.
else participate in the cleaning
I
ritual?
see it and I feel a bucket and I splash him in the face with it.
Splash Boden in the face with it?
Yep.
I'm gonna lick
Okay.
on my fingers and be like, the price compels you.
Then
Okay. you
I
good.
soak myself. I look at him and was like, we're not even yet.
Alright. Okay, so whoever bathes does, and you guys decide to go the other way.
To be fair, I have maybe twice.
Anyone want to investigate the room a little more?
We're not
Whatever.
even yet.
Investigate the room?
A little more?
I'll just
Better
take a
keep my
passive
shoes
look.
closed.
Passive look? Yeah. I'll just use your passive. Nothing really stands out to you then.
I mean, if we're doing a passive look, I guess I could take a passive look as I'm going out.
I'm gonna knock around.
It's
on
my
the walls
passive's
a
not
little
high
bit.
at all, so.
I'm gonna knock around on the walls a little bit.
Okay,
Well-
go ahead and make an investigation check.
We're in caves in and John died.
Do we have anybody here? This is out of ballpark. Do we anybody here have detect magic out of Ethan's little thing?
Not yet.
I got a couple more uses
Oh.
of it.
However,
sounds like dirt.
I have identify, which is why I wanted to touch your
I've
sword.
seen trees and rocks now.
We did a long rest.
I'm
We
okay.
got like
Proud of
5
myself.
So it's mostly dirt.
I don't-
The tunnel's
I
mostly
don't
dirt with
know.
tree root space in, so that's what you're seeing with moss growing through it.
See trees, dirt,
The
and moss.
closest thing I have is like some of my protections where
I know.
you touch them,
Not
you
my
would be
day
able
to
to
look
know.
around.
When we
I
did
think
the
that
short
mountain
rest,
man
I
code.
would have attuned to the sword.
Okay. You're attuned to the sword. You know what it does.
As they're all leaving the room, and I'm still standing in the room, be like, I don't know what the fuck I am anymore. I'll take a bucket and throw water on my head.
All right, nothing happens, but you cleanse yourself.
So I'll walk out and just hear this fiery escape behind this pole.
So you guys start making your way down the other side. You get to the hallway, it turns right.
And I'm not gonna lead this hallway walk either.
Okay.
I'm still in the rear.
Okay.
I'm behind his big ass.
I'll take leave in.
Take lead. Billy,
Right behind you, buddy.
as you turn, you see about a hallway that's about 50 feet in length that opens up into a larger room. Make start
Oh, keep an eye out for traps.
soon. Okay.
Since we've already ran into a couple.
Investigation
keep my
check.
eye out. Investigation. 18.
18. Does appear to be trapped. You get to the end of the hallway that opens up into this big room. Do you enter the room?
Yep.
Okay, you enter the room. What you see is a room that's about 50 by 80 feet in front of you. You see a raised wooden platform in the middle, and you see small circular stones, not small, about 4 feet in diameter, circular stones, flattened, that are on like in the room. So they're about 2 or 3 inches in height from the direct floor, and there's about 40 of them all in lines in the room.
Wait, hold up. They're raised from the floor?
They're raised from the floor, about
Like
4.
levitating or like a
No,
table?
no, like a table kind of thing.
Okay.
Like
Just making sure I
like
was
so.
following.
Imagine, just imagine a solid piece of stone about 4 inches in thick, just lying on
Okay.
Just
On the
like
ground.
a ton of
the
them.
lying on.
I'll,
Yeah,
I'll just step on one of them.
yeah. It doesn't go down or anything. Nothing seems to happen.
Keep going forward. Take a step on the next one.
Are you walking on all? You're only walking on the stones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You just walk on the stones. Keep going. As you get to the middle of the room, you see another door on the other side.
You want to look at the middle platform?
It's a wooden platform.
I would assume that pretty much any room that I walk into at this point in chat, I'm just going to start surveying.
Surveying. Okay. Make a perception check.
I'll just say that straight up because
Okay.
that's probably what I would do anyways.
I'm just following you.
Mm-hmm.
12
We just
12
getting
in this
stoned.
room.
So nothing. I mean, it's an unusual room, but you don't see any movement. You don't see any signs of importance of anything that's going on.
Okay.
You test it out, and you even step on the ground that's not on the stones, and nothing seems to happen there.
Do you think this room looks familiar, like from any history?
Make a history check.
Is the stones big enough that somebody could just like sit on them?
Yes.
I'm gonna sit on one.
I'm going to readjust.
17.
This is
17.
a comfortable chair.
So in some religions, they actually have areas of worship where people would be on their knees. So that's what you're kind of feeling that this is.
Kind of wondering if that's what that was.
Mhm.
Out of character.
Yeah, everyone has their own individual place and would be on their knees facing towards or bowing towards the area.
Okay. I'm just keep following.
I'm going to go up to the middle platform, wooden platform, see if there's anything up there.
Up there on the wooden platform, you actually find an old wooden podium that's rotted and fallen apart.
Nope. This is nothing.
Is there anything
And
in the podium?
in the
or
podium,
anything on it?
you make an investigation check if you want.
Yeah.
Gideon, did you want to say anything or do anything?
Oh!
Yeah, 20?
Nat 20.
I'm gonna look at the altar, the podium.
For grand
The
total
podium?
20.
Okay. So he is investigating it. Are you doing anything else for the podium?
He's already found everything that's gonna be
Police Academy
No.
1.
No. I'd say you're helping Malcom look over the podium. But you got a natural 20 for a total of what? Like 20? 20? Okay.
He's got it.
He's
So,
going Randus.
You find a large book and old yellowed paper in similar writing as you've seen that are on the walls.
Does anything in the book help me figure out the language more than I already know? I would guess not, without
No.
something to reference.
Not worth anything to reference.
I just didn't know if there was any pages in that somebody had like translated.
The
or-
cover does have the picture of like an outline of a sun on it, but that's all
Okay.
you really see.
But I'm guessing from my history check, I probably already know this is a religious text of
Yes.
some sort. I can assume at
Mhm.
least that it's religious
You
text.
could-
So I'm gonna hang on to it.
Okay,
I'm gonna
that's
put
fine.
the yellow pages in the book. I'm gonna hang on to it.
Yeah, the yellow pages look actually like handwritten.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same textile.
So
right?
Same text by handwritten. Yeah.
Okay.
Do they have businesses and stuff on it?
Is this the yellow pages?
Yes. Oh my god.
Can you even enough for GameStop?
Chad has to roll his own psychic damage for
And
that.
I'd say you can't tell because you can't read the language.
I don't know.
Is there
This one
any
looks like it's for
estimate?
plumbing.
Is there any like guess on age?
On age, with that history check that you did, you're probably looking at, like, you even felt the brittleness of the paper. You're probably looking at thousands of years old. Like, you're not even sure how it's. The only reason we think it's still intact is because when the podium fell, it was covering the pages
Gotcha.
for the most part.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll hang on to it.
I'm gonna keep walking on to the next door.
Walk to the next door.
I'm going to make sure I readjust my gauntlets.
Okay.
I'm behind him.
Okay.
As we get to the door, I will again look for more traps.
Investigation check.
I will be there with you at this point.
Okay, you can roll separate.
19.
19.
Investigation?
Yep. 17.
My investigation's only a plus one. I'm just rolling really well.
I've been rolling really well for all these
So
too.
again, the door doesn't appear to be trapped.
I will open the door.
You open the door, and when you open the door, you see a smaller room about
You rolled one. didn't you?
15 by 15. You see a desk, a bookcase, and you see a bed that has rotted to pieces, and you see a painting on the wall, and it, when you're looking at it,
Don't.
the painting is of, you see these dark-skinned elves coming out of this weird, what almost looks like a archway, surrounded by, you see like a forest on one side and an ocean on the other, and just it's a more of a natural landscape around the portal.
So not an Oryx anger painting, right?
No.
No, I thought you were gonna say altar
And
boy.
on a plaque underneath, you see in this language that you're recognizing what looks like to be a long plaque written, a phrase written in it.
You know, Oryx had a hankering for burning down paintings of naked women. You did a couple.
I will start surveying the room.
Start surveying the room. Okay, go ahead and
I'm pretty
make
sure it was you.
are you-
Either that or it was Baron.
with your
Somebody
how you
did.
survey,
Yeah,
just
Baron,
looking
yeah.
around or are you
First-
actually getting in detail?
First, I'm going to look around,
Everything.
and then I'm going to start going in detail.
Perception and investigation check.
Sorry, you just seem like more of an Oryx thing to do.
Perception is a 17.
Okay.
And then investigation afterwards, not as great. Well,
Okay, so you notice that the bookcase is almost, there's a little gap behind the bookcase, and you see you can feel a little breeze coming through it.
a lot of books in the case.
So
Dark
I actually
books in
wanted to check
bookcase.
the bookcase as well.
Okay.
But I just want to look at the books.
Okay.
I don't want to flip through them.
So what you actually discover is you're pulling out some of the books. You actually discover a green wine, a blue wine, a brown wine, and a yellow wine that won't be pulled out. You can hear a mechanism behind each wine as you start pulling them.
I'm gonna pull a painting off the wall.
You pull the painting behind the wall, and you find a wall.
Is there?
I'm gonna put the painting in the bag. How big is the painting?
It is incredibly large.
Oh, never mind.
Like,
Is there?
I was thinking, like a.
yeah, no, you're looking almost like a wall mural.
So we had the bookcase, the painting. What else was the room?
There was a bed that's been rotted
bag.
and decomposing.
Rip this
Okay.
painting.
There's a
Priceless
desk.
artifact off the wall.
Is there
It's
anything,
also rotting and
is there anything in the desk?
you can make an investigation check on the desk.
Was there any?
Prepare to get investigated for a 19.
19.
Go ahead.
There's no body in the bed.
There's Papa Bear in the back.
19 on the desk. You find 4 gold pieces that do not have a recognizable emblem imprinted on them.
So they're ancient gold pieces.
Ancient gold pieces.
Sounds
And you
familiar.
find another set of handwritten notes in a language you don't understand.
Copy of it.
Okay.
Where's our wizard when we need one?
Is there anything?
It's in his pocket.
Is there anything in the painting? Okay, I know these books are attached to some mechanism. Have you told us that there's a breeze coming from it, from the bookcase?
I'm studying the bookcase, so no.
Okay.
What are the colors again, Judd?
Of the books, there was a green wing, a blue wing, and a yellow wing and a brown wing that had mechanisms attached to
I
it.
want to look for anything that like kind of stands out with those colors, other than the books. If that makes sense.
So as you're looking, you go to that plaque and you notice that some of the words are highlighted with colors.
With those same colors.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Boden.
Mhm.
Check this out.
I can't do that.
I can't either, but you notice the coloring? Looks like those books.
What's the first color on the?
You are like the smartest one on our team, aren't you?
Yes.
The first color that you see is green.
Pull the green book. Huh? Pull the green book.
You actually hear a mechanism unlock.
What's the second color?
You see blue.
Pull the blue book.
Another mechanism moves.
Next color. What's the next one?
Brown.
Brown.
You hear another mechanism.
Best.
The yellow one.
Yellow.
And then you see the bookcase recede inwards and then lift up.
Good job, Nicky
You know,
Drake.
while
Purple.
they're doing that,
I'm fucking with you.
Get up in there and get that book.
while they're doing all that, I want to be investigating the moss.
The moss.
The
Okay.
moss, the golden moss.
I
Yeah.
guess I'll
So you
help
could
him
make
out
a
with some
nature
of
check
these
if you would like to.
Well, not so much. I'm like
What are you trying to
physically
investigate?
investigate, like
Okay.
poke at it, see if it like reacts. or
Okay.
anything
Go
like
ahead and
that.
make an investigation check. Then.
Nice work there with that.
4.
Me.
You poke it and it does glow brighter,
It is.
and then that part goes out.
You broke it.
Then you touch another part, it goes brighter.
No,
and
no.
then-
As soon as the first one goes out, I'm not touching anymore.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing that
Let me stand there with my hands on the back.
because I already realized I probably just killed it. Whatever it was, the oil from my fingers probably killed it. So I'm stopping altogether.
So what's behind bookcase number 1?
Behind bookcase number 1, you find another descending staircase that starts to spiral.
Nose
God
goes.
damn it.
Stone or wood?
It is. So it's a weird mixture. It's not really pure stone. It's like earth that's been carved into stair steps.
I just want to make
That
sure it's not
sounds,
actual
that sounds
wood,
familiar.
so it's not rotting out beneath us.
Who's turn to go first this time?
That sounds
I
familiar.
will-
Like someone who
I'll go
lives
first.
there.
Working my way down.
You're making your way down.
So you go first.
All
You're
right.
waiting for me to go
As
first.
you start going
I
down,
am right behind him.
Right
right behind him. Check for traps still. Investigation check.
I'm going to pull out a javelin. 16.
You have a javelin.
So that it's a little bit longer, so that if somebody starts to fall, I can stick it out. I'm going to hold on to the sharp end.
Okay.
So that if somebody starts to fall, I can stick it out so they can hold on to it.
Okay. It's a pretty wide staircase. As you're looking down, you do see a tripwire. And in this case, it's a literal tripwire. All it's meant to do is trip people as they're going down.
These
So
guys.
you look at it,
Please step over it.
and then you find another letter like that's attached to this tripwire.
Step over it.
but you can't read the words to it, and it's fade and brittle. You almost can't even make out the writing anymore on it.
Some fucking cruel ass joke. Sneak back, let's cut it.
You just cut it. Ting. You actually hear it twang, and then it goes around, and you just continue around. And then after about another 40 feet, you get to a hallway that is facing where you would be going under the lake at this point. And it's a hallway that's about 40 more feet straight, and you see another open room at the end of it.
Anybody else hate the idea that we gotta climb through all that to get out of here?
Little bit.
And if what we're about to do is gonna cause it to collapse, we got
I doubt it. I'll take my iPad so I can pull it out
Mm-hmm.
and actually have my eye open now.
Yeah, with that purplish eye where you can have it. It helps you a little bit in here, but since the moss is glowing, it's still
It's
still
fucked
visible.
up looking eye you got.
You said it before.
Yeah, the hallway is about 10 feet wide in this. Out of all the places you've been, the hallway is the widest one you've seen, about 10 feet wide instead of 5 feet wide. In this particular.
what's that?
I'm gonna take. I don't look. We're gonna go slow with this. We're gonna go very slow.
Okay, investigation check.
I'll help him look for traps and
Okay.
stuff. Advantage on your roll. I'll give you advantage on your roll.
Back here, we company help, or we might just leave.
22.
Okay. There are no traps down this hallway to get this open room. And in this open room, you see on the other side a metal door of the room. To your right, you see 3 wooden doors that are within the wall. And onto your left, you see a whole bunch of rotted desks with tipped over ink jars and papers scattered, rotted papers scattered on the floor with quill pens scattered on the floor.
It looked like it was left in a hurry.
Yes, it actually does look like it's been left in a hurry.
Shit's about to go. Damn.
I'm gonna go to the desks and investigate the area.
Okay.
Around the area.
I would like to look for tracks if there's anything fresh.
I'm gonna
Okay,
help,
survival check?
help him investigate desks.
Okay, you guys.
I'm gonna
You can
ask
have
for your
advantage on it.
Because I'm like-
I have a +0.
I'll just
I'm gonna,
sit
like,
back here.
I'm like, John, come here. Help me look for some fresh
So,
tracks.
so you guys can roll separately. You guys can roll separately or give somebody
He's
advantage.
gonna
I'm gonna
go
be
over.
looking at the wooden doors.
What are we doing?
I
Survival?
better look at the doors,
Right.
so everyone else is pairing off with my look.
Yeah, me and you will
I
go
have
look at the
+1.
doors.
You guys
I
go
think
look
I
at
have
the
a
door.
+5.
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage on that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
21.
Yeah, I'm
for
a
the
+5.
21 for the investigation. As you're exploring, you find about 20 gold pieces, 10 silver pieces, and 14 copper pieces.
Jesus Christ.
You find a plethora of notes written in another language you don't understand, and you find several copies of the same religious text that Malcolm picked up earlier.
Can I have the notes?
I'm gonna take. Are they good copies or are they falling apart copies?
So, with that check, you found one halfway decent copy.
I'll take that book and shove it in my pocket.
Okay.
In my backpack.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The notes and stuff like that I'll also put in that book because I want to keep it all together for now.
Okay. Okay, and you guys were
Dirty 20.
looking dirty 20.
I
Gave
give
him
him
advantage.
advantage.
Okay, so you guys were looking for foot tracks.
Fresher tracks.
Fresher tracks. You don't find any fresher tracks at all. It's pretty. I did say with the 20 though, you find you find a dead rat. Looks like it starved to death.
Well, if there was something down here that they were running from, it's been down here for over 1,000 years, and so it's probably dead. Unless it doesn't need food or air to survive.
Exactly. I've seen shit.
Okay.
Just saying.
You seen trees.
Doesn't need food.
And you guys go look at the wooden doors. So there are 3 of them. 2 of them are fairly close together, and one of them is in the middle of a larger section. So 2 of them look like they fit in the section about half the wall piece, and the other one is in the middle of the other half of the wall section. So it starts like small, larger section as you were coming in from the top of the room.
They look like they're in good shape still?
The doors look rotted and starting to fall apart. It looks like you could probably put a hand on it and the door would fall in.
That's what I'm gonna do at first. I'm just gonna put my hand on it. See
Okay,
what
the first one, you put your hand in, the door falls in, and you see a lot of fallen wooden shelves and rotted wooden buckets, and you find a mop, like rotting.
Mop's terrifying me now.
I did. I'm just gonna go to the next one. Then I was like, oh, let's see what happens with this one.
Okay, you open up the second one, and that's where you find a rotted toilet. And you can actually hear water flowing underneath it. So it looked like they had a flowing water system they used for their restroom.
Shit's getting deeper, guys.
Anybody
Do I
Out
go
of
to
the
the
way.
third one?
Out of the way, I gotta pee.
He's like, all right, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna go to the third door.
Anybody else want to give advice?
Go to the third door, and you open it up, and you see about 5 rotting beds laid out in the center of the room. Like against one wall, like the heads are against all one wall, and you see chests at the end of each bed.
You
I'm
go ahead and
alright.
one of the chests.
Okay, you're going through the chests?
Yes.
Make an investigation check.
I would just.
Yeah.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. You open it up, and all you see is like a rotted brown cloth.
I'll go back to the first door, go in and look at it on the shelves and see if I find anything.
Okay, make an investigation check there.
No, it's just the first chest?
Um,
Or was that all?
that was all the chest with that investigation roll, yeah.
I wanna double check them after he leaves the room.
Okay, you can double check
Oh.
after he leaves. I'm assuming. Do you tell them about the chests, or do you just go?
Hey
in?
guys, there's a bunch of
Just
chests
go in
here.
there and I
Okay.
wait. I wait. I mean, obviously, if I walk in there, the chest is open. I'm just gonna wait for him to leave the
You
room.
can go ahead and roll the double check. Then the DC's higher though now. That 15. You find a nice gold-lined cloth in there with symbols that you don't recognize on it.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go out and look at him. I was like, I got gold toilet paper.
13. You find
not toilet paper.
you find a sack in
Yeah.
one of them.
That's
Oh,
toilet
wow.
paper be gone.
5
he
copper
already
pieces.
used part of it.
Is it
Actual copper pieces?
Like
It has
actual
those
copper.
letters on it.
Well, they still don't.
Want it?
They still have
Still
symbols
don't
you
have
don't
them.
recognize. Like all
Okay.
the coinage you found is ancient with words and letters
Okay,
you
so
don't
probably
recognize.
still not usable then. The normal
Um,
ones.
I added that all to my cold.
Well,
things,
so with logic, you'd be like, well, it's still gold and still copper, so it's probably valued the same. If you spend it, like it'd be like,
But I
people
could
sneaking in.
probably take it to someone interested in this and get
Kind of
me
like
more.
Canadian quarters, right?
Yeah, like Canadian quarters. Like if somebody found a Canadian penny in their change, they're not
I've
going to worry
got-
about it too
I'm
much.
just gonna remove 10 gold,
No, that's
piece of
fine.
silver in there, and then I'll.
Because I've got 4 gold and he's
Because if you guys want to leave it in there and just use it as basic currency, I will let you do that. It's fine.
I said how many copper did I find?
You found 5.
5. Okay, because I got 4 gold and 5 copper then. Because I could assume being this old that I could sell it for more. So
I want to eyeball that big metal door.
Okay, you have all that big metal door.
Like any insignia or anything around it.
There are more letters on it that you don't recognize, and an outline of a sun that looked like similar to the book that
Like dead center in the door.
Dead center of the door.
I'm pretty sure this is the place.
I'm gonna walk up and she's gonna stand next to you and go, no shit.
I'm gonna walk next to you. I was like,
Did you manage
Y'all
to
just
do
open
that?
it?
Hey, I have a question here.
it's like, can I just open it?
does any of the symbols match anything on like the front of the book?
John.
I said it has the.
just said that.
It has
Well,
the,
I know you said it's the same language. What I'm saying is
It had the exact same
actual-
sun symbol.
Exact
Yeah.
sun and
Middle
everything.
down.
Okay.
Get that box out. Open it up.
Empty. No shit, it's still empty.
The tongs on the top.
Oh, it better not be empty.
I'm gonna take them out of the
Shit, I wear
box.
my phone on the bottom.
And I'm gonna look for a keyhole.
Okay, you do find a keyhole, yes, on the door.
That look like these tongs can get in there and be used as the key.
Looks about the right shape, yeah. And then the whole sun starts spinning. It completes its revolution, and then the tongs stick back out. Pull it out. The door swings open to reveal a completely empty room.
That's why everything else in here is falling
You.
apart. They spent all their
Out of
time on this
character.
one damn door.
You unlock a door to the right? That naturally you just go. And I'm like, wait, hold up.
That's the problem. He locked the door. That's why there's nothing.
The door opens to a completely empty room.
Well, that's anticlimactic.
And
But this one's made out of solid
Word on
stone
that.
now.
okay, take a look in the room.
Take a look at the room.
Is there? I'm not going in the room. I'm just
Okay.
taking a look in the room.
Okay.
Is there another door?
Perception check.
I am hiding.
19.
19. So it's a little harder to see because there's no moss in this room either. But with your eye patch up, over one of the walls you see scratch marks next to one of the walls. It'd be from where you're entering in to the left of you.
How big is
The left wall.
How big is the room?
The room is about 50 by 100 feet. 50 by 100 feet.
Damn.
Damn, I'd like to hide, like along the doorway.
Okay, make a
outside.
stealth check.
You don't
I'm
go in
gonna
there?
be a dumbass.
16.
And I'm gonna throw a torch
16.
in there.
All right, you're
Not
on,
great, but
You're
it'll
on
do.
one. You feel like you might have the chance of surprise if something's inside the room.
So there's no light in there.
There's no light in there.
I'm throwing a torch.
Okay, you light a torch and throw it in the room. It lights up, and you see just bare walls all the way around. And now the scratch marks are very obvious to you. It looks like the scratch marks go into the wall at like an angle. They curve coming out.
Are there any torches around the wall, like
Nope.
sconces or anything?
No.
The one he threw.
Oh, there's another door that I can.
That you can see at the moment.
Is there anything
Are
on
you
the
doing any
floor or
character?
the ceiling?
Anything on the ceiling?
Can you even see him? Isn't he hiding?
Perception check at disadvantage, sir.
Perception check. Yay.
Do I see?
That's what he's doing right now.
The door that opened up how?
No.
Visibly
14.
open up this way, or did it go up?
It went up.
Roll it again and take the lower.
Oh.
Well, look at the doorway.
14.
14 for your perception. Did you add your modifier to it if you have any?
Well, I don't actually think I got a perception.
Okay. Doesn't appear anything on the ceiling.
I'm gonna look in the doorway. Is there a button?
Investigation check.
Light switch.
This is
Light.
great. They got electric.
10.
Nothing really stands out as you trying to feel around the.
You can close this door back.
I'm gonna walk in.
What is
You walk in.
open cannot be
Just a few
closed?
steps in.
Few steps in, nothing unusual happens.
I see the scratch marks.
I threw a torch in there.
I think it's once you get in there, you can probably see the scratch marks.
I kind of want to go check that out a little
Go
closer.
check that out. Okay.
check that out.
Make an investigation check as you're going there.
And a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 9.
9. You go there. You start kind of looking around, use your hands to feel. Nothing really happens. Stands out to you. The scratches are deep.
Do the scratches look like they were man-made from something, or
The scratches,
it's
once
a
they've been
creature.
pointed out to you, look like looks like they're man-made.
Can I kick it
Kind of
right on that spot?
like something was dragged
possibly like something was dragged.
and it's in a perfect arc?
Mhm.
So something was swinging there.
Possibly.
Would be my guess.
Are they on the floor or on the wall?
They're on the
They're
floor.
on the floor.
Oh, I thought you said the wall. So I was
I'm
thinking.
sorry.
No,
I'm sorry
they're on
if
the
I didn't
floor.
clear enough. They're on the
Okay.
floor.
Push on the door.
They're on the floor
That's
headed
pretty
towards
much-
the wall.
I'm just gonna go over there and I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
want to
push the
kick
wall.
that spot in the wall right where the scratches go.
So you kick
towards.
the spot, it doesn't really see anything. Just pushing on it. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me.
I
If you're
swear to
just
God.
pushing randomly on the wall.
16.
Okay, yeah. You were lucky enough that when you pushed the wall, you actually felt one of the bricks go into it, and then the door swings inwards after you hit it. So it's like you click, and then the door kind of comes up, almost hitting you in the face as it keeps open.
It's like, ah, I'm the master key.
I was gonna go Zelda
And on
style
that,
to find that
you
door.
see another set of stairs going down.
I was gonna look at you like, I really hate this part right
Come
now.
on.
Fuck these stairs!
What's an
I didn't know it was cardio day.
We've
I know we've walked, but now it's later than normal. We haven't slept yet.
I have a piggyback ride.
No. Wait, sorry. Fuck
I
no.
will lead the way down these stairs.
He's the way down the stairs. I'm assuming you're checking for traps.
Yes.
Investigation check.
This is the most I've ever rolled in the game ever.
I am bitching under my breath the entire time.
I
The
am,
entire way down like
I am
every
bitching
step.
out loud.
Okay. It looks clear to you, and you're able to see it as your foot sinks in as one of the steps indents. And I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Do I have
Yes.
advantage? Danger sense?
Technically, yes, because a spear starts shooting out of the side of the wall.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a big one number.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Ow.
Alright.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
You're fucked.
So is he. 15 for me.
15.
I forgot my numbers.
Okay. Grim?
6.
6. Okay.
19.
19.
17.
17.
Fuck.
Okay. 15 and above passed. Everyone else took 13 points of piercing damage.
So I don't take any.
So,
You take half of that, so you
Half
take
looks like
6.
so here's where uncanny dodge can do.
Yes.
It's really impressive how you guys
No.
are.
No,
not me.
it's only attack rolls.
It's only attack rolls.
Yeah.
It's
I'm the very
evasion
bad.
that you're thinking about.
Yeah.
One that does half, which you don't get till level 7.
Okay. Tiger. Okay.
Evasion's so good.
No shit.
So 13
It's gonna be
points.
so
Yeah.
ridiculously overpowered too.
Not
You
100,
evaded a
150.
fireball and take no damage.
You dodge a fireball.
Right? Yeah, the whole field's on fire except for you.
Like meteor swarm.
Yeah. It's just dodging me. Like, I ran up the meteor before I landed. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Alright. So,
Fuck!
after. Yeah, as like one pierces into the meaty part
So
of your arm.
are the
Okay,
spears?
the trap's getting better.
Steers.
They retract after
They
the
retract,
traps are
right.
set. So you know where it's
That's
been
what
set
you
now.
get for bitching.
You walk the way the rest of the down and nothing else
And you
happens.
gave me shit.
But now you open up into a giant room that's about 200 by 200 feet.
Holy hell.
Good grief.
And in
Lit
this
up?
room, what?
Lit up with moss? Or?
In this room, what you actually see is a shimmering moonlight effect as you look up and you see the underneath of water that's just magically floating in the air.
Oh, that's unsettling.
That's cool!
And
Alright,
then
I'd like to rehide.
and then
How high up?
you can hide again, make a stealth check. It's about 50 to 60
Oh.
feet up in the air.
No.
And then in front of you, you see 24 colored plates, 4 rows of 7 laid out. Each plate is about 10 by 10 feet laid out in a pattern in front of you. And on the other side of that, you see stone, it's just simple walking stone with a dimly lit flower on the middle of the standing platform in the middle.
What color are the platforms?
What was your stealth check?
9.
9. You feel good about your place.
Oh yeah, I feel
You
fantastic.
crouch behind Boden.
I look good.
Okay.
John, what are you doing?
So,
He's obviously the biggest thing to hide.
so I'm going to start
He has a point.
from the furthest left going to the furthest right. Blue, orange, red, yellow, green, red, blue.
Nobody has paper to write this down.
What's the second row?
The second row: yellow, green, purple, blue, red, orange, yellow.
Reggie Biv. Colors in the rainbow.
Roy G. Biv, yes.
Reggie.
Sorry, I know. So
I'm gonna start calling it that from now on.
So
How many
red,
rows were
orange.
There are four rows of 7.
4 rows of
Yeah.
7.
So the third row.
What
Somebody else
color
the third
was-
row.
Those
Hang
books?
Yeah, we need to
How
write
many-
this down.
How many total colors are there? No, like just individual colors.
How many
How
tiles
many-
there are?
How many of one color, right? Yeah.
I think the answer-
About 6 or 7 colors.
Yeah.
So there's more than what the books were.
But there's only 4 rows, though. I'll let you know.
Like 4 rows.
Mm-hmm. From where you're standing, you see 4 rows of 7 tiles in front of you.
So 7 sideways or lengthwise?
From where you're looking, it would be your sideways. So from where you're looking, it's actually 7 rows of 4 from where you're
We
looking.
draw it.
Yes, say,
Well, draw it? Yeah.
Let's say, let me have a marker. I'll draw it out real quick.
I'm dumb.
This may actually be the best way to figure out a puzzle.
They have 4 rows, but they have 7.
7 across.
7 across, yeah.
So,
That's why I asked him how many rows for the colors.
I was thinking it was 7 long, so we'd have to step on 7 colors.
so yeah, if you want to do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah.
Every 5 feet.
It's actually every 10 feet. They're 10 by 10.
10. Okay, so let's say that's the middle one there.
Yeah,
You
use
want
it if
3
you
on each side from here?
So
You said there's 7, right?
yeah, so going this way there. Let's just do this corner here. So there's
Why don't you let me draw it and I will do it this direction that way? So if there's more.
Well, you can usually fit it all on here.
It doesn't have to be exact either. I mean,
tell me, yeah. Okay.
you just need it for reference. Yeah, because from where we're standing, we're like right here. Right?
No, you're over here.
We're over there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because you said from where we're standing, it's 7 rows of 4. So yeah.
I can finish it out.
Wasn't me. Brock's 1-900 numbers.
You know it, baby.
Shut up, baby. I know it.
Brock's will work.
Huh?
The Brock's the one.
Oh, I know. Why do you think I called? And or text. He provides premium service.
Okay. So,
We're looking at it. It's technically for you, it's free.
go ahead and give me the colors again. I was gonna write the letter of the.
Chad's going all out on this one. Fancy color orange.
Yeah.
Eon.
You have all the colors?
Except for brown, but yes, I do have all of them. The only thing I don't color is
He
brown.
didn't wear his brown pants today.
The only thing I don't color is. This
Just
is,
use black. Just fill it on black.
okay, here's a
Black, brown, starts with a B.
Are you saying that black and brown is the same thing, Ethan? You
There's 2
Yeah,
towns.
racist
Red
up
on
there?
our side.
Actually, technically.
Yes.
Now this can't go in
Can I have a drink?
Yeah, which one you want?
Coke. Taking the last one.
Take one, pass it down.
Thinking of the
Okay.
blackberry.
Pass it around.
Yeah.
Anyone else want up?
What's left in that?
These nuts.
Peach,
You don't
black
appreciate
cherry,
Give me a mountain dew, please.
I'll take
mountain
a,
boob.
I'll take
Mountain
a,
boob, sir.
I'll take a mountain boob too.
Mountain dew.
Mountain boob.
She's like, ah,
Okay.
still not even though.
Not my living room.
Did you get Brock your coat?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't like peach.
green is.
So I'm
Well,
gonna
there
look
was a
at
black
you.
cherry in there still.
Okay, purple is this one.
Next,
Wait,
yellow,
what was
green.
the pattern
Okay, next one is blue.
What?
Blue.
of the
Yeah,
bookshelf?
Blue's here.
It didn't have some of those colors in it though.
Sorry,
But
blue,
it's only 4
I
yellow,
like to walk on the floor.
That's what I'm trying to think of.
On the rock on the floor.
This one's brown, so we'll leave that
in
one
order
blank.
and they're close together. We just step on
Green,
Green, blue.
green,
green, blue,
Yep.
Something
I know
yellow.
yellow was last.
Something yellow. Yeah.
brown.
Brown,
that
yellow.
was
So
So brown,
green, blue,
green,
brown, yellow.
yellow.
What's that one?
That one is blue.
The green, blue.
Okay,
Yeah.
this one's also blue. Okay, this one's yellow.
Green, blue, brown.
Yeah.
This one's
How do you
green,
have in my theory? I get in my
green, yellow, and then red right here.
What was your theory, buddy?
So there's one purple.
There's one purple.
Wait, so purple's actually purple.
Purple is actually purple.
Yeah, the only one that's not actually the right color is the black.
Mhm.
Which is brown.
Okay. So that goes in with my idea.
Yeah, our idea.
I was thinking of it.
Carol's. You're both stupid.
I'm the smartest one in this group.
Yeah, and? Hey, you should be proud of that.
Okay, thank you.
I am
Look.
the tallest midget.
Since we thought of that, are you walking up to the green one?
Yep.
I'm gonna push him onto the green stuff.
Okay, when he walks up on the green one, he gets pushed into it, and nothing happens.
It's like, well, there goes our idea.
That's the correct answer so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna step onto the blue one.
Step on the blue one, diagonally.
Then I'm gonna step
It works
on the
as well.
green one
Yeah,
behind
you
him.
step on the green one behind him, it works.
Keep on going straight forward to the
Brown.
brown one.
The brown one, yep. You go
Okay,
to the brown
Are
one.
we doing this together?
Go to the
Yep.
brown one, yep.
And I'll just follow right behind him.
I'm
Okay,
right behind
now-
him.
I'm looking, I'm going, wait, what?
And I'm gonna turn around like, you remember the order of the bookshelf?
Oh, god damn it, you're right. You fuckers. Boden, you smart son of a bitch.
Well, it was partially his idea.
Heyo.
There's your problem.
I'm
Now,
good at
yeah, now,
colors.
now the question is
When
which
did you guys
yellow?
become friends?
Yeah. I'm gonna have you like, you
Keep
pick
your
one,
enemies,
and I'll
keep
go
your
to the
friends
other one.
closer, and your enemies
Okay.
closer.
So wait a minute, hang on.
Yeah, I'm
Same
gonna
time?
Yep, same time.
I'll go right, you go left.
Yep.
So I'm going this way, he's going that way.
Right, you both do that,
Yep.
and nothing bad happens on either one of them.
Alright, then we just step off. Assume we just
Yeah,
keep
you just
moving
step
forward.
off and you walk onto the stone platform. You walk onto the stone platform, yes.
You have done the
I
better.
will look at him and go. I've been standing at this thing for like 5 minutes. Good fucking god. And I'll just follow him.
They follow them. If everyone follows them,
I'm gonna,
you're staying back there?
I'm gonna stay on the backside.
Stay on the back side.
The flower will still be in range for me, but I'm gonna stay back.
Oh,
I have the
you're
box
so
now,
crouched
right?
there, like,
Huh?
I have the full box now, right?
Yeah, I gave you everything.
Okay, yeah. So you guys follow the path and nothing happens as you step, because you get towards the flower that's on the platform that's about 5 feet off the ground. So you kind of have to clamber up, but you're all able to do it. Takes your time. Yeah, you kind of like vault up on it while everyone else is like kind of like
I'll reach down. I'll,
Yeah, you
I'll,
have-
I'll hit my javelin down.
just
to him.
just lift them up. All right. So you're on this platform,
Wait, how high was the platform?
about 5 feet
5
tall.
feet.
I'm 6'6".
I think I'm like 5'5", so.
So the platform's about it's about 20 foot diameter since it's circular, and there's just a single about a patch of dirt that's about 10 feet of that, with a single flower that stands about 10 feet tall, and it's kind of weeped over, and you see like the leaves that are coming off of it are like molten, like glowing fire burning out of them. That's kind of a dark red in color as it's slumbering.
Does he look at Indiana Jones vibe?
How many? I'm gonna look at. Am I being adverse to this thing?
Are you the first one at this
No.
thing?
Am I being adverse to this thing? Is this thing making me hurt? Is it making me not want to be close
Yes.
to it?
perhaps
Yes.
I should take a whole box.
Is it strictly because of pure heat coming off of it,
It is hot,
or
but for you, you feel like almost like your own, like your blood wants to run out of it. That's the only way I can describe it. Like your own insides are like, no! oh, like don't want to be anywhere near this thing.
But as me own that feeling, do I feel any other adverse effects, like my mind and stuff?
No,
I feel like I could probably walk up this
you
thing.
probably could. You're gonna feel like almost like something in your blood is just boiling at being in this thing, but you could probably walk to it. It's not causing you actual physical pain. It's like
But
something
this-
inside of you doesn't
This
like
makes
it.
me verify that this could be a possible cure.
Yes, something inside of you does not like this thing.
This is a possible cure, guys. How tall is the flower?
It's about 10 feet tall.
How many petals are on the flower?
There are about 5 petals that are currently on it.
We only need 2.
We're only supposed to take.
We only need.
Or we just take the whole damn
Yeah,
thing.
it said don't take any more than 2.
You're
I
not
couldn't
part of
remember.
the
I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3. That's why I was saying like
You weren't
couldn't
part of the
remember.
conversation from before. You are not part of the conversation currently.
You're talking, so I'm just saying. I'm just pitting my ears like, just take the whole thing.
We cannot.
Why?
We received instructions
you
to
know
only
how to
take
repot a
maximum
flower?
of 2 flowers.
Of this
Or
size.
2 petals of the
Well,
flower.
if you whack it close to the top, you don't have to replant it one that high.
How big is the flower and how big are the petals?
So the flower itself is about steering wheel size, and the petals look like 2 of them would fit at most in that box that you have. Like, and you'd be kind of shoving them in there.
Hand me the tongs. I'll hand you the tongs, and I would say,
Tongs.
I'll think about it for just a second. With the petals this big, we probably only need 1, don't we?
No.
We don't know.
I'd say you don't know the process of making this antidote, so you don't know exactly what's all needed. So I'd say you don't have the knowledge to base
And
that on.
even if
It's better to have
think
more
about
than we need
this,
than less. Than
even if 1 petal it makes 1 bottle of antidote and they can make us 2, that's enough for you
And the person in town.
and the person in town.
And the doctor's,
No, that's what we're talking about.
the doctor's wife.
But without really knowing.
So I'm gonna reach up, test them, make sure they work.
Tongs are clicking.
Yeah, test them.
Yep.
I'm gonna pluck 1 flower.
No, it is incredibly hot. For doing this, I'm gonna make you make a Constitution saving throw to hold on to.
Good
and
thing you
push
gave
through
me.
Kind of like help keep him stable.
You can.
So, I mean, I know he's bigger than me,
Won't
but
give them advantage or anything.
I know. Just more like kind of like when you're holding a ladder for someone. I'm like,
17.
17. So as you get closer, you can feel the heat in your hands, but you're able to push through and pluck out 1 of the flowers. It comes with resistant one of the petals. It comes with resistance, but it pops out and glows.
Give me the box, give me the box, give me the box.
Put the box. The box does warm up, but it's not hurting your hands or anything like
Okay.
that.
Alright, number 2.
Number 2, you've already shown that you can push through it. So you
I'm
push
no
the
longer
heat-
holding you, so don't fall.
So you push through it and grab it. Is it like your hands are burning and pop,
I'm
it
kind of
pops
hoping
off?
he falls.
As you pull off, you see this one. You put it kind of the whole flower kind of wilts a little bit, but it stays up as this last one comes off, and you're able to put it in the box. It heats it up a little bit more to the point where it's uncomfortable, but it's not hurting you yet.
Do I feel like it would be safe to put in a backpack though, without burning up everything else?
You think it would it'd be pushing the limits of it, but you think it might be able to make it.
Do I know that he took the deer hide, the leftovers?
I'd say you probably saw that. At some
Hey,
point.
John. Oh wait, you're way over there. Never
He's
mind.
way over here.
Hey, John.
I have a lot of heights too.
You still got that deer hide? This fucker's hot.
No, I left it back at base camp.
Shit.
I got some hides. You want some hides?
Yeah, if you got a little bit of hide to wrap this thing up in, maybe just to.
I mean, I have other hides
Yeah,
too,
you-
I'll do
but
some hides.
You gave him a hide.
All right, just don't
I
have
forget.
don't like completely wrap it, like
Yeah.
but just enough to where you can put your hands on it comfortably.
Okay, so you do that.
Paw holder.
You feels it warm coming through.
Yeah, holder.
It's a paw holder.
Paw holder.
Yeah.
You make your own paw holder for it. You're
Yeah.
holding it like, all right, like my hands are sweating a little bit, but it's not
Okay.
uncomfortable anymore.
I'm gonna turn. It's like, can we please
It's a
fuck
little
leave?
bit wide, but
Yeah.
I didn't give
Jesus
myself. I
Christ.
didn't give
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
Steve.
It's a
You're
lot.
welcome
of
back.
Walk back.
Can you,
Now,
can you help me down?
Before I leave, I'll
Yeah.
look at the flower.
Cool.
And knowing what I know, I'm going to give my best Elvish thank you.
Okay.
And kind of a traditional bow.
Okay.
And thanking the bank.
How good was his Elvish?
pretty good.
Okay.
Like he seems to be fluent in Elvish. Yeah. The flower doesn't say anything back to you. But yeah. All right.
I think that's what they call it in Harry Potter when they're speaking to goblins. Gobbledygook.
I can't remember. But okay, so you step off you give your thanks and you step off the platform, like kind of climb down the platform or get helped
Yeah,
by.
he kind of helps me down since I got the box still.
Okay. You come across the tiles and you want to go back. How do you guys intend to go back?
Same colors we came across.
Okay.
Wait.
The opposite way, so we yellow, brown, blue, green. Oh wait, hold up. Hold up.
Stand on the other
Hold
side.
up.
Wait
Yes,
till
that is the correct way to
somebody
go.
else across safely.
That is the way to go because there is no green to blue that you can
Yeah,
safely
so
go
we
on.
just go back this.
Yes. We'll go from yellow to
So
brown.
you go the opposite way that you came back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yellow,
Okay.
yellow,
I'm going
brown.
to chill on this
blue,
side
green.
just to make sure.
Okay, as soon as somebody steps on the yellow, then goes to the brown, then the blue, and then the green, everything's fine.
Okay.
I'll follow now.
All right, you follow them now. Everyone gets around safe following the patterns.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone does.
I was scared because I'm holding the flower that I'm going to be the one to get squished.
Protect the flag.
All right, so you make your way. You're all safe.
Yeah, this
on
is
the other side.
CTF, guys.
Watch the spears.
Watch the spears. You remember where they're at. And I say the sake for the sake of longevity, knowing where all the traps where you guys safely get out of the temple.
Is it
Climb the
still
stairs.
nighttime?
It's like dawn's like breaking by the time you leave.
Let that get back to the long trip and
Do we need to rest before we move on?
Yes.
And yeah, I guess I would actually be asking them and not you.
Unless you want a point of exhaustion.
I feel the night still kind of has me invigorated, so yeah, I'm okay with sleeping.
I'm pretty fucking tired, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exhausted.
take a nap.
I will gently set down the box. I guess we're going back to our campsite, I guess.
Your base
And
camp.
we'll gently set down the box and start my dome.
You start your dome, and then all of you go and take a long rest. And that's where we're in tonight's session, guys.
I was gonna say, when we got back to base camp, I was gonna go check my snares.
We're gonna do it right.
Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that next time.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
It's like 10 o'clock, isn't it?
It's
9.
Oh, never mind. Let's take a break. I need to use the restroom. So,
I
sorry.
thought it was early.
Am I,
I was
allowed
like,
to, am I allowed to ask if we're not revisiting here? Did we?
Let me use the restroom, then I answer your
Okay.
question. So, let's do that.
No,
all I
I
did was
fixed.
get back.
So I
one
can always
spell
fix
slot
it.
and some
Good job on the
health,
puzzle, guys, though.
Well,
Yeah, good job on the puzzle.
Guys,
did you really not get it at first?
well, I was thinking Roy G. Biv and starting with reds and then
That was
working
my
our
fault.
way and then.
Because that was my first thought.
But then he threw the brown in there, but I wasn't thinking about
Once
it.
I saw the one brown, I was like, I'm very certain what we had
I
talked
said
about
that
was
when you
right. 'Cause
said
there was
the
only the
4
one
rows.
brown.
You said the 4 rows of 7. I was like,
4. We had 4 colors earlier. That's what
I was in there. I was like, wait, nah, that's why I asked you about the colors.
It
Like,
just seemed too simple.
that's why I pushed him on the first one.
Sorry, guys.
Wow,
Do not
way
say
to
that.
shit
next
on
time we're sitting
Chad.
here for 6
No,
hours.
that's why. That's
Listen
why
to the
it
guy
scared
that's
me.
hiding
is that I
in the
thought
back.
it had to be more complicated than that.
The
So,
guy hiding behind the
Here,
buzz-button.
originally, I wasn't going to give you those words as being colored. I was going to make you guys try to find a way to solve the actual, either by just trying it manually every time, or trying to find a way to decipher it.
I was getting
That
ready to
was
start
very
manually doing it when he said, "Hey, these are colored." I was looking around like, "What?"
Well, it would have been here all night just trying to
I
figure
also
it
thought
out.
about going and grabbing the elf again because, like, hey, maybe she knows how to read the language by chance.
Yeah, but they won't come in here.
Nope.
But we can take the book out.
Yeah.
Well, the thing, there was a plaque on the wall that had the inscription that you guys were reading.
Correct. But we take the book out and have it translated.
You know, before
you-
we
the
before we
book,
left, that probably would have been a good idea to try. I would have tried to transcribe that whatever was underneath that painting,
Yes.
just to have a copy of it.
Okay. John, when you guys get back to camp, you find that one of your traps has been triggered. But when you're looking at it, you realize there was a rabbit that triggered it, but there's currently a fox in the middle of eating the rabbit that was in the trap. What would you like to do?
Leave them alone.
You want to leave it alone?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
All the other traps are still set.
They're still set, untriggered.
All right, I'm gonna walk away.
Yeah, I just rolled for that, and that's what I got. I'm sorry, sir.
No,
Okay.
It's fine. It happens.
Mhm.
I've dealt with it before.
All right. So you guys, long rest during the day. Wake up, and it's evening again. What would you like to do? Or you can check your traps again.
Sleep again.
Yeah, I'll check my traps
Went
again.
back
Okay,
down.
you check your traps
Make
again.
change the slider.
You end up getting a beaver in one,
Oh.
and the other one, it looks like you have just a small squirrel.
Your fur trap caught a beaver.
I didn't pull up beavers.
Very actually. Yeah,
Very
very good.
Then I will.
Greasy.
I'll take care of
Very good.
starting to butcher them
All right. You
for the
take-
morning. That's
Alright.
what my part of my morning ritual while they're getting ready. And
So
eating
it
their
is. It is
rations.
evening when you wake up this time.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
but while they're taking care of their stuff, I'm gonna go between the traps. I'm gonna put it out of its misery
Okay.
because it's trapped. It ain't getting out of there.
Can I try obliterating a fish again?
Yeah, you can. I say when you guys wake up, you see John coming out of the woods holding a beaver and a squirrel in his hands. Okay, you want to go fishing again? Go ahead.
Yes.
This time I'm going to make you use a perception check to try to find a fish before we attack it. What would you like to do, Val? I see you were sitting there rolling your die. Oh, yes, we need to do that. I need you to make your wisdom saving throw.
Oh, 0.
Oh no!
As you wake up with the knight's embrace.
He's fine.
I also want
17? All right. You feel a hunger set in, and you know what it's craving at this point since you know what you're able to push it
Hopefully I
aside.
can find something big enough so I won't obliterate it.
Push it aside, and you're able to get through without trying to sink your fangs into one of the nearest compatriots. What was your perception?
14.
14. You find probably like a good 20-pound catfish. Like as you're you're not doing the deep end, but you get to a
Yeah.
muddy side, and like, oh, there's one that's like just doing its thing. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
I swear to God, if I
I'm gonna-
obliterate this thing. I got 20.
Okay, so roll your damage. Maybe you'll get lucky and roll low
When
damage.
did you take the fisherman's feet?
roll.
Well, there. Okay.
Roll damage.
Thank
I'd
God.
like to make.
Remember,
a
you
fisherman's
have
now.
to double the die one way or the other.
It's 5.
5. Do you want to roll it again or double the 5?
I'm gonna roll again. Hopefully, I get a smaller number
Okay.
so I don't blow it up.
Bigger, bigger.
6.
I got 6.
So
It's a 8.
5. So 5, 3, 8
Yep.
plus another 3 is 11 points of damage. Okay.
That fish.
Well, it's actually only 1 point different than the club I just obliterated the small one with.
Okay. Luckily, it's a big one. I'm gonna roll 2d10.
Maybe we'll just cut it in half.
I'm
Hopefully.
gonna roll 2d10. If it's lower than what you just rolled for damage, it's gone. It blows up. If it's above, you spear through it and do it well. All right.
Okay. Please be bigger.
Okay.
It's
I rolled 2 3, so that makes it
33.
no. I'm not doing
No, it's
percentile.
6.
Two.
Makes
Oh.
it 6.
You obliterate.
You obliterate this
I
20-pound
also want to
catfish.
go fishing.
I'm gonna go fishing too. With my longbow.
All right.
You want a perception check for fish?
Let's just fish.
Yeah,
I
do a
would
perception check for
suggest
fish.
it.
Yes.
But do not I'm not fishing for none of you fuckers ever again.
It's a 9.
I
9.
mean, we're all
You're
asking.
having trouble finding what would be considered a good catch.
Well, can I technically,
Okay,
since
so,
I rolled high, can I help him?
22.
22. Okay. I'd say at this point, no, since you were in the
Okay.
middle of doing your.
Oh,
And you obliterated your fish?
So to let you
so
know
with your
where one was.
22,
Fair.
you're like looking around, and you see this massive movement in the water. That you like, what is that? It looks like it's probably like 20 feet in length in that water. So you're gonna shoot it with your bow.
Yes.
Are you doing?
Turns out it's just Boden.
Are you
naked.
doing anything else? Are you doing anything else with this arrow?
When they
No.
say you gotta drain the
Nope.
sea monster,
Alright,
right?
well,
I would suggest
Did you-
tying
did you
I'm
see
gonna
something
tie, I'm
to
gonna
it.
tie a rope to the end.
You
of
could
it.
tie a rope to
Did
the
you see
Yeah.
something down there?
Me? I didn't see jack shit.
I'm sitting just
I'm not
by the
talking to
fire. And just kind
You
of
look like you're looking at me. I went
Did you
there.
talk to me?
Okay, I understand.
Are you talking to me?
I want to do it again.
Okay,
So
so
I'm
roll.
not perceptive on this one.
All right.
by the way.
Okay, fair enough. Roll an attack roll. with this.
That's a natural 20.
Oh my god!
You're about to get it too.
Okay.
I want to go fishing again.
The hell is up with us?
Hey, my fish is bigger though.
Okay. Okay. Roll your damage.
Hopefully you get smaller damage than what I did.
Since you crit.
You realize you said the fish was like 20 foot long,
Should
right?
be this guy.
I guess hitting the fish would not be too difficult that size.
Yeah, but you
I've
also
played
got
long
to
for
think.
a very long time, so.
I'm
It's
obliterated.
it's probably not
Four?
an actual
It's either
fish.
you double that or you roll again.
Yeah.
It's up to you. You're at right at the middle, so.
Roll again.
Oh, why would you pick the four?
Oh, 5.
Okay, so
So
9
9 plus
plus.
your dexterity. Or go over to the boat. Does it actually have everything on it?
Yeah.
That's what- okay.
So 11?
1d8 plus 2, so. Yeah.
So 11. Okay, you hit. Nothing explodes. But that rope starts dragging.
Oh,
Do you grab it?
yes.
Okay,
Sure.
grab it. Make a strength check for me.
Can I see him
That should
struggling
be
and
okay.
grab onto him?
I'm
You
too,
grab on him. You can attempt to, yes.
I'm too busy
Okay, what do
cleaning
you
my
wanna do?
beaver.
Do
and squirrel.
another. Do a dexterity check to make sure you grab hold of
No.
it.
10.
10.
Nope.
No, you.
I got a 1.
You got a natural 1 for trying to grab him. All right. So you
Fuck
grab
it.
it.
I'm
You hold on
laughing.
to the rope, and you don't have enough strength to stay on land as it just plummets in, and you go splashing through the water. Do you let go? Or you stay holding onto the rope?
I feel like Val and I are sitting by the campfire watching
Ride or
this
die.
happen.
Yeah. You two sit up, and you two he's Valentine's in like a meditative state, and you look at Val, realizing he's going through some stuff. You look over as you see Gideon standing on the rope going, hey! And just splashes, launching himself into the
I'm
water.
gonna look at you guys like, I tried.
Yeah, as you see, and then you see almost a delayed reaction of Graham trying to reach, like, no! And then you hear Malcolm just going, let go of the rope!
And I'm sitting there by the campfire.
Roasting a
cleaning it.
beaver.
No, I'm cleaning it, getting it ready to be roasted and stuff, and I'm skinning out. I look up, see this.
How far away is the fish?
I'm gonna look back down.
So
just before I can-
between getting into the fish, you have about 25 feet of rope. You're probably, let's say, 30 feet from Gideon, though.
So to the fish, it's a total of 55 feet.
55 feet, yeah.
Okay, that won't work then. I was
Yeah.
gonna try and befriend the animal.
I'm going to
Your friend
take
just shot
my
you. Would you be my
sword.
friend?
Hey, it says that it only takes effect after they take loses effect after they take damage, not before.
I'm gonna take my non-magical sword, shove it into the ground, use it to stand up and leave it there. Pull out my other sword, walk out to the edge of the land, and wait for the fish to come in range to attack.
Okay.
If it comes in,
It looks
Can
like-
I grab Gideon?
Yeah, it looks like-
Can I
it looks like
run
the-
and grab Gideon.
So the fish is
He's,
just going
he's under the water.
Oh,
at this
he's
point.
under the water.
He's under
He's
the
going.
water.
Oh, never mind. You're fine.
I'm holding on for now.
You're holding on for now.
Actually, can I just go fishing again?
Yeah, make a perception check to see what fish you can get.
Because there's no point in helping him. He's gone. 15.
15.
How I die?
You see probably about a 5 foot.
You see Gideon.
Yeah, like you see like
I see 5 foot, then Gideon.
yeah, you see like probably a 5 foot catfish like swim by as you see Gideon's fleeting eyes right behind it on the other side as, as he dives further.
It's like, well,
If
third time's a charm.
while I'm sitting here cleaning, if ever at any moment whatever I see dragging him, whatever's dragging him under the water happens to surface briefly, I'll take a shot at it.
Okay.
Like, that's-
No way.
It's been
You
served.
did not.
I got a 2.
Okay.
For a total of
it's an attack roll, so your strength modifier.
plus your proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus.
Proficiency is 0.
No,
No.
proficiency is 3.
So, because you do
I'm kind of
Oh,
not
yeah,
sure
yeah,
that
yeah.
close to
Your
go.
spear and maybe dexterity.
so it's a plus 6 to that too. So it's an 8. It still misses,
What's your
unfortunately.
constitution
All right.
modifier?
So
At
throw
least
it.
I didn't blow it up.
Throw it. Blow it.
No, go back. 2. Okay.
Okay, what's your constitution modifier?
2.
2. So
Just
you have 3 minutes of air as this thing keeps dragging you down.
Yeah, you have 3 minutes of.
And at one point, it seems like it's trying to throw you off because you start hitting. You actually don't hit the bottom, but you come up and you see that flower underneath there as it starts dragging you across the floor of the temple that you were in as you pierce the magical barrier that was holding the water up.
God
just
damn it.
dragging you through it.
It's daytime.
So I need you to make I need you to make a Constitution saving throw to hold on to the rope.
I have a feeling we're about to go back down.
That's 9.
It's a 9. So you take 8 points of fire damage as the sun radiating power burns you and you let go of the rope.
Oh.
You just had to keep a hold of the damn rope.
You don't let your fish go.
I would have done it. I would have if I was the one doing it.
Well,
So
Okay.
is he actually in the chamber?
He's in the chamber, yeah.
And falling.
What?
And falling?
No, he's not falling. He was dragging from the rope. So he's just there
In the chamber.
in the chamber on the bottom already. So he
Fly.
pierced it, and the gravity took effect of the rope and just swung him into the ground as he was dragging.
well,
the rope.
technically,
So there's no
if
roof,
we-
it's all magic.
It's all
just
magic,
water up there. So he just went right through that, like, water. You ever seen the game,
Yeah.
Inside.
I know.
yeah.
I was gonna say the Power Rangers movie,
So-
but yeah.
And as you're sitting there, you can feel. You look over, you see the bright sunflower. You can feel it still burning your skin as you're in here.
Move away from the flower.
Okay, you
Let's
start
suggest
running. You
leave.
think you're going to have to leave the whole room to get away from the heat, and in the process, you take another 7 points of fire damage as it's burning your skin. And then, so how do you leave when you're doing this?
Oh, right, because that has the
Yep.
color
Do you take the
stone.
time to go on the color stones?
Yes.
Okay, you take the color stones. Taking your time, you take another 4 points of fire damage. As you can just feel your whole body's. So, okay.
Now I'm sticking with there. Has Gideon come up yet?
No.
No.
Has anybody seen him?
No.
Has the fish come back up yet?
No.
I'm still waiting to see if that thing pops its head up.
Okay.
If that fish gets within 30 feet of me, I want to be friends with the fish.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hit with my spear.
Now you're in the chamber, the dark chamber. You have dark vision. The doors are still open. How are you? Just easily
I'm just leaving.
just leaving.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
Haste.
At what?
Post haste.
Post haste? Okay, because as you start running through, you start hearing like howling whispers behind you. As you look around,
I'm
you
not
see
bathed anymore.
as you start seeing like these like ghosts, like at this point it's like skeletal figures with like shadow cloaks as they're coming out of the shadows after you. So we're going ahead and make a few athletics checks as you're trying to run out of here. Competitive with this.
I hope you have a second character, but
Okay.
Let's get
If we said the same about you.
Make a leg check as they're trying to like chase after you. Like you see them like almost like swimming or like floating through the stone, coming up with these skeletal like grasping faces with black ooze coming out of them.
just wanted the fish.
Hey, at least he got an encounter.
That is fair.
All I did was like, I love the fish.
Oh.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh,
10 total.
Yeah.
I rolled a natural 3 for a total of 5.
hey, you made it to the first
So
water.
like as you
Actually,
sprint
that's-
through the room,
That's his second encounter he's made it
like
through.
you hit a chair and you like almost trip over, be able to regain your feet, but for some reason this wraith isn't able to go through that particular chair. You just push it right in front of your face as you make your way out of the room.
Secret chair, bitch.
That wood was
You
big.
run through the chamber and then you start running up the stairs.
God damn it.
Welcome to your second day of cardio.
Yeah, going through the stairs. So you make your way and you run through and you get to the original worship chamber that you came through. and you start hearing even more whispers as you see like 4 pale figures coming through, and one of them seems to be more of a bluish than a greenish color come through. And this one that looks at you and just lets out a mighty wail.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
Oh no!
Catfish, not a whale.
Okay,
I hope
This
you roll
is-
high.
this is what I'm worried about.
Yep.
Fuck.
You should
We
just
fought
let the
one
fish go,
once,
dude.
baby.
Okay,
This is
Wasn't
what I
expecting
said
the fish to
earlier
take him
when you
down
told us
there.
what was in there. I
okay.
said, oh shit. This is it. This is...
I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
Holy shit, I'm glad I'm not down there.
Roll high.
No. Constitution saving throw.
That may be better for you. It is.
So roll high.
That's 21.
Thank
You
God.
succeed,
go.
Thank
so
God.
you do not drop dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
We just don't drop dead.
You don't
There's
drop
still more.
dead.
There's still more.
But
Wait, there's more.
A banshee, if you get...
Ooh,
if you fail the
okay.
constitution save, you
Oh,
die.
take
Uh-oh.
13 points of psychic damage.
Owie.
Okay.
You're still good.
You're still alright. Keep going.
Okay, and
I'm
now,
still running.
as these things are coming after you, I need you to do a competitive athletics check to get away from them.
Hi again.
Roll high.
17.
17.
Wait. That's 23 total.
Okay, so I rolled 11 and they have a -5 to strength.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's an 11 plus 6, that's 17.
17. Okay, you're able to, even though it's kind of weird because it has a fly speed of 40, so it's technically going faster than you. But
I have a speed here on my side.
They got caught on the ceiling fan.
yeah, so at this point, there's a chair that wasn't there before, but you're able to like throw it at the banshee, and for some reason hits it because
It's on. Chairs are here.
it's only resistant to non-magical attacks, so it still takes half damage from the chair that gets thrown in its face. So you're able to run your way out, and you break through as you see the sun setting again. As your compatriots seem to be like debating, like, "Hey, where's Gideon at?" As you're like sweating.
I'm like, I don't
So
know.
at this point, you see him standing at the lake looking for him, like,
Yeah.
fuck, did he fucking fly down?
And you come out and you notice that you have like your nose is bleeding from all the psychic damage you took, and your like parts of your body are burned.
I'm smoking a beaver.
He's
Beaver jerky.
he has strips of beaver like slowly hanging over a fire
I'm
down
just
there.
sitting there with the spear looking at the water.
He's looking at the water. You see fish just exploding every time he just tries to. Go
So, guys, bad news, I didn't get the fish.
Dude, where the fuck did you come from?
You guys see him like on top of the cliff. Like,
But, good news, Flower's fine. Didn't die, just in case you're wondering.
Wait. I pieced two together. Why didn't you let go of the fucking rope?
You see the size of that thing?
No!
I did. That's why I didn't let go of the rope.
Do you
Has
wish
the
you
fish
did?
returned still?
What?
Is the fish still not returned?
no, it hasn't surfaced.
I really wanna
Can I
know
look
fish.
for it?
You can make a perception check at disadvantage to look for it.
Alright.
It's gotta be a
New
high ass
quest.
DC.
Find Moby Dick.
16.
No, you gotta roll twice.
Right, twice.
Take the lowest
Roll
one.
wrong.
Lowest one.
16?
16.
Fuck you.
But no, you don't see it.
It said the DC was 40.
What did it
At
look
that
like?
point, I
It
was like,
was like 5
So-
foot long.
20
It was
feet
20
long.
feet long.
20
It was
so,
massive.
I guess he forgot
so
the
what
length
you
of it.
what you know it. So you wouldn't recognize the fish, but it was a giant spoonbill.
Mm.
a legendary creature
Mhm.
of this lake. I'm literally gonna look at that and just, I'm gonna look at the lake and just go, never again. I'm gonna sit right back at the fire, go across the lake and just
Close.
sit down.
All right, so
He's still drinking
so are you guys plan on making any moves tonight? You guys are just gonna stay here tonight.
I think we probably should just, at this point, sleep through the night again and just try to force ourselves to sleep.
I would recommend
I
it.
know it's gonna suck, but
Okay, I say you guys probably won't be able to take another long rest since you just took one during the day. But I'll let you guys like take naps so you aren't like exhausted the next day or anything like
that way we're
that.
traveling in the day.
Mm-hmm. You can take a short rest if you would like to try to heal yourself up a little bit.
Ooh,
And you get my Song of Rest, so.
Okay.
Next
So
round,
so that you can use any of
Okay,
these number.
You already got a long
6.
rest.
yeah, I
You
did.
roll a d10
So-
So
for every
I
d10
could
you
do
roll, you
this.
add 2.
What are you trying to do?
Okay, so
Oh, you're trying to
for
heal
now,
up?
we'll start with his short
Or-
rest, which is a d6.
Or I'll just keep doing this. I got cure wounds.
I'd say I would probably use lay on hands before
There
using
should be a
I wouldn't use
d10.
any of
But
it.
you should probably tell him that before he
you can
starts
just let him-
rolling.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Are you going to use lay on hands? I mean, you don't have to.
He is from your country, so you might be a little more lenient for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I will.
How much would you like to use?
How much damage did you take?
What?
32 total.
I'll do the 30 then. Do
He
the
gives
full
you
damage.
30 HP from his lay on hands.
So, in order to get his Song of Rest, you do have
You have to use a hit
Yes.
dice.
You have
Yeah,
to use
so-
it.
But I wasn't expecting that, so
Yeah.
I was
So-
That's
Which
why.
I think this is the first time you've used it on somebody else.
Yeah, that's the first
That
time.
wasn't in combat, so you guys see him put his hands on Gideon, and they glow with like a radiant energy as you see like all the burns and all of his wounds just kind of fade away.
You normally gotta pay high dollar for that.
Thank you.
Next time, let go.
it's a nifty little trick.
Sorry.
The counters didn't go to waste.
All because
You're
Alright.
All because of some obsessive fishermen.
So you guys go through the night. Do you guys keep watch, or do you put your dome up and you guys stay in the dome? I know.
Thunderdome, yeah.
Okay,
He's
keep your
the
dome.
Thunderdome, but I'm gonna stay up and do night watching.
Okay.
If we're in the dome and we leave the dome, can we come back into the dome?
Yes.
Yes.
He's the
You have
only one
to-
that
you
can.
have- Yeah. I'm the only one who can't.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any bears moving around.
Bears moving around. Make a perception check specific for bears. Make a general perception check for keeping an eye out.
I'm just gonna stay put. Been through enough.
I still want to keep an eye for that.
17.
I still want to keep an eye out for that damn fish.
I guess I can.
Perception, you said? 14.
14. Okay. You see a mama and 2 cubs walk by. With yours, you see the same bear trio walk by, and you see a few ravens that seem to be watching you as well.
It was Ravens the first time, right?
Mhm.
They're watching me?
Seem to be keeping an eye on you guys,
Can I go fishing for the birds?
yeah. And you were wanting to keep
Keep an eye out for fish.
fish perception check as well.
I'm
A
just-
disadvantage
I'm
since
just
it's in the
saying.
water and at night.
Huh?
A disadvantage because it's in the water and it's at night now.
13.
13. Don't really see anything.
I'm gonna kind of side glance them.
Okay.
I guess, let's see if I can notice anything
And-
different.
I'm gonna chuck a knife at them.
You're going to check a knife out?
Yeah.
Alright. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
Psych.
He's actually starting
Psych
to
knife.
I'm not worried about
Oh.
disappearing or anything like that, so.
Woohoo.
9.
9. You actually miss.
And I have a bonus action.
Bonus action to do it again. Okay, yeah.
Ah!
Alright.
That was a 2 and a 1 in a
2
row.
and 1.
It's just not meant to be, buddy.
Yeah, so I'm not doing critical failures with melee weapons anyway. So you throw it and like barely miss it, and it catches his eye, and you throw it, and this one actually goes like into the wood beneath it. So now you're aware that he's throwing knives at something.
Does it fly away?
It doesn't fly away; it stays there.
Can I?
At this point, you hear a voice go in your mind, going, "I was hoping that one of my children wouldn't attack my minions on sight."
Do I? how hard would it be for me to see what he's doing?
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage and try to see what he's shooting at. 15. You see like a small outline of a bird that he's throwing that you have focused on.
So I would say that I would have walked out of the dome and gone into a deeper part of the forest, just to kind of like swing my sword around and get used to the weight of it.
Okay, so you're out there practicing.
You wanna look? You're just like, you want me to throw him a spear?
I'm not paying attention to you. I'm now having a conversation in my mind.
I'm just gonna lob my fucking spear then.
Alright, alright, you get attack roll at disadvantage.
Heyo.
Yeah, it's 'cause it's dark out.
Ooh, goddamn. Well, I'm gonna start saying 3.
3. Like,
Sad.
you look at
Three.
and
Look at
The
the
second
head
one's the
stuff,
6.
and you do not see where your spear goes.
Spear is gone.
Your spear is gone at the
No more
moment.
fishing for you.
Well, I don't think it'd be very good for me to fish with the spear anyways.
Been fishing with spear anyway, though.
Well, I'm glad it's gone because I might actually have a chance of actually catching one instead. Confetti in one.
She got noodles.
So,
I should have.
but the conversation in your head keeps continuing even after you see a spear go.
I make a little note where it went.
Yeah.
Is it look at his
Yeah, it kind of does the.
You know the bird was that way, right?
I don't know where the hell that son of a bitch went. Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna step back down.
Like, you're a unique specimen. I can feel it.
That's what I said all the way.
And your bar friend's annoying.
There he is. And he is. And yes.
Is he talking in his head?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like just staring off?
Mhm.
No, I'm gonna start moving towards the spear.
The spear?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's in my head through the bird. Maybe the bird will follow
Yeah.
me. So.
Yeah. The bird kind of flutters
You're
after you
just
as you
sitting
keep
there
going
staring, I
there.
was gonna smack you. Like, wake up! Pow!
I'm chewing on beaver dip.
Right.
She said beaver
Sitting
dick.
there thinking about the one that got
Hey,
away.
that is some of the jerky. You just don't know which piece.
Alright, John is munching on beaver. So.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've got a nice pouch full of beaver.
Alright.
Do I see him walking
Beaver
off?
patch.
Yeah, I'd say you see him walking off.
Okay.
Pretty much the only one you probably wouldn't would be Boden since he's out in the woods already. In the dark swing way.
So I'm gonna look at you and be like, should we watch him?
Yeah, continues having conversation.
Okay. So I'm a unique specimen. Well,
You're adopted.
your kin created me this way.
Well, that's the thing. Usually, they don't die immediately after creating another.
So unique is all the nice properties. Well, speaking with the good doctor,
I see you've already pieced it together. Yes, you are speaking to the good doctor.
so what do we do? You try to mind control me? Make me yours?
I could,
but
but I'd rather have voluntarily followers. We could make a deal. I could turn all of your friends if you want.
Like 38, 34.
So, all I need you guys is just ignore my existence. You can keep doing
There we go.
whatever the
I still want to explore the
hell you
fish.
guys are doing. Just leave me out of this.
Put it in his boober.
You hear that from behind you? He's yelling at the group.
I'll find this spear at this point. I'll just take it out of the ground. Let me think on it.
I mean, I do know people. And since you're one of mine now, I've seen your memories. I can help you find who you're looking for.
You see all the masturbation.
Just see.
That might be more important to you than whatever this is that you're doing.
I want to hold an action for whenever he's about 20 feet away from the hut.
I would throw my spear, but he has it.
Drag queen.
I also just gotta think if he's a fish, I'd explode him.
I'm RuPaul, and welcome to my drag race.
I mean,
Oh my
do you need some
god.
time to think about it, Mr. Valentine? It's your day.
You can't believe you guys put us three on the side.
It's still there, yeah.
I'm just gonna see how you grab my spear and be like, "Got my fucking spear back yet? I wanna go fishing."
I'll set you.
Just add him in general.
Just add him in general.
Okay.
Make sure landing by his feet.
Damn.
Thank you.
Kind of dipper.
Mm,
Give me 2 days.
very well.
Can we hear him talking to himself?
No, it's
That's all
a
in his head?
psychic. It's a psychic thing.
Okay.
Very well. I'll give you 2 days.
I'm also, if you're in the dome, I don't even know if he can hear you.
Just. Let
I
me
got
know.
my spear back, so obviously you can.
I mean, and if you do decide to agree, I'll help you, and then I'll just leave this town. I don't. My goal's already been accomplished. I don't need it anymore.
I don't answer him back.
John, joking on some
And he
dick
was
over
like,
there?
Ah, strong silent type.
Tough jerk.
Fairly well. Farewell.
Some tough beaver? No,
I shall hear from you.
I
in
too
2 days.
remember when I choked on my
And then
first
you actually
finger.
feel a presence leave your mind, and then the raven flies away.
I really wish I could do
Oh, really, man, it was.
that. Oh, that would be so cool.
I know Boden's,
Choke on this beaver.
I know Boden's out practicing.
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna
Not the worst beaver I've ever had.
walk over to
Probably
where I
Norixius.
hear him swinging the sword.
Okay, at this point, he gets about 20 feet away
Heading
from.
to the dome?
No, he's heading away from the dome at this point.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you heading to the dome?
Okay, so you head towards where we see Boden practicing. And he found like a little patch on the, like just in the woods, like patch of woods in there where he just had enough room to swing around.
If I can see him, I'll connect the link,
Okay,
psychic link. I'll just continue to
okay, I guess.
do like a patrol around the group.
So I think at this level, your psychic
Does
die
that
is
mean
1d8, right? So I think you can. I think that even applies to your telekinetic link.
I would not whip your dick out.
Now watch me.
It's like, I see your thoughts. Oh yeah.
Now watch me. Now watch me name
Is this a good size to you, Doc?
So it's 2 hours. You're psychically connected to Boden.
And I'll just kind of,
It's gonna be quite the mind fuck.
Boden, we got a problem.
It's like suddenly stop swinging my sword.
Mhm.
What is it?
God.
You rang.
You still haven't cleaned out the master vampire.
Probably back in town.
It's the doctor.
For sure.
Just confirmed it. He and I had a conversation. Like you and I are having now.
Okay.
I'm just rolling.
He knows what I am.
I mean, that's not too surprising. Right?
I can't tell if he's in my head always or if it was the Raven.
Maybe you'll kill him.
That's my thought. But he may have information.
So we take him alive.
may know where Craven's at.
Do I know Craven?
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
You don't personally know Craven, but you know that he's the person that altered Valentine to what he is.
Did you not watch Underworld?
No.
No?
Did I watch Underwear? What?
Underworld?
No, I don't know that either.
My dad
This is
likes
why
it.
I'm on this side.
I watched the book Boba
Which means
Fett.
he's got his grubby little
Right.
fingers into pretty much everything.
Well, if you want to use them, we can. In my opinion, the sooner we get rid of this vampirism crap from you, the better.
Keep practicing. Make my decision in a couple of days. It'll take us a couple of days to get everything done anyways.
And I'm just gonna swing once really, really hard at the tree.
If you want to. That's what your intent is.
Treeist.
17.
You hit, yes, roll damage. I'm assuming you're adding the +1 to damage now.
Your sword.
Yes.
No, he wants to save his AC against the tree.
It falls toward him.
Yeah,
So what you noticed is when you are swinging your sword, you want to do more damage, the shield disappears, and then it appears when you want the extra AC.
14.
14. You cut a good way through it to the point where it kind of goes bows and like starts pinching your sword together, and you have to like wiggle your sword out. But you weren't able to get cut all the way through.
I'm also gonna go practice throwing some knives for a little bit.
All right.
Kind of clear my head a little bit.
All right. So you practice your knives. You continue practicing your sword, I'm assuming, or you're done with that for now.
I'll be done with it for now.
Is there anything besides practicing or cooking or eating that is anyone wanting to do tonight?
I'm gonna talk to John. So we got the flour now. At this point, do we take it back to the tribe?
I
See if
think
they
so.
can concoct a cure?
That was the
Take
impression
it
I
back
was
to
under.
Moonlight? Just trying to,
And
try to murder an
let
apple
Boden
and
sleep more than the Indian chicks.
make them more babies.
Probably.
Maybe I'll get another sword.
Maybe. He's already got plenty of swords,
Then I
I
have to
think.
go another arm to carry it, to wield that third sword.
Yeah, exactly.
The third sword's permanently attached.
Hey,
Boden walks by and he says that to you.
My point exactly.
I see that.
Right.
He felt bigger.
All right.
It's
So
okay, Kurt.
this camaraderie and conversation comes to a close. People are practicing songs. Then the sun starts coming up eventually. You guys kind of nap and kill time through the night as things go. Your plans to go back to the tribe. Who would like to helm that?
We should probably call it a night there.
Oh, is it that
It's
time?
now
All right, we'll
It
call
is
it a
now
night.
10.
We'll call it a night then.
So yeah, and that's kind of why I wanted to kind of space out a little further. Now we can start heading back.
Yeah.
Okay.